Bam, bam. Aye.
All right, we're live. Stephanie's over here doing the whole Aussie. And I was trying to sneak video on.
Nope.
And she cuts her eyes at me right before she started opening her mouth the second time.
Yeah, because I saw that look on your face. I knew you was trying to get me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think.
Wait, rewind that. I wasn't trying to get nothing on you.
Well, you was trying to get me.
Listen here, Monica. Listen,
Alrighty
Linda.
then.
Game over, man. It's game over.
An old military medicated Mike. We're going to call him medicated Mike today. He's running behind. I told him, I'm like, this is becoming a habit. Wake up.
Yeah.
You know, if he wouldn't stay up all night watching porn and eating Cheetos and some Hot Pockets.
So does he have a subscription to Pornhub? Can you do that?
Why? It's free.
Oh, is it? Oh. I thought you paid for it and you didn't have any of the commercials and the videos were longer.
I've never seen a porn site with commercials,
ads like
and
YouTube.
I never seen one that acted like regular television where we'll be back after this commercial. I mean, I've never.
Hulu does, but yeah, that's
but that's Hulu. Oh my gosh, what kind of porn channel are you watching?
I don't watch porn, so that's why I didn't know.
I mean, it's just weird. Like, oh, has he got a subscription so he don't have to have commercials?
Well,
right in the middle of, we'll be back in a minute after this quick commercial from KY Jelly. All the commercials would be weird, like sex. Man. That's right. This commercial brought to you by Starburst.
Oh my gosh. Or Skittles, taste the rainbow.
Taste the rainbow. That's exactly what I was thinking. I got people going ha 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 already.
Yeah, who knew?
And then at the end, okay, we're gonna say this really fast because I don't want to be too racy. But at the end, you know, because you know what's at the end of all
the credits. Oh, yeah.
Happy ending.
Yeah.
So after the happy ending, all the stops and the camera pans up to the guy and the guy goes, "Thanks for watching. This next commercial is about pressure washers from Home Depot."
Ooh,
get it? Pressure washer?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I get it.
It will knock off a whole layer of paint.
I may not get some things, but I get that.
Okay. So anyways, we had to come up with something else. We're getting too out there.
So I was watching the news today and
Joe Leaper, why would you need longer videos?
I don't know.
He might as well have typed on the. Oh, he's typing now. He might as well have typed. If it's a 1 minute video, what's Mike supposed to do with the other 40 seconds?
Who knows? It's Mike we're talking about here.
I mean, it could say 50 seconds. Oh, and he said, or it would be a Tide commercial because it takes the stains out.
Yeah.
Ooh, Bounty, because it's the quicker picker-upper.
Bleach.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Everybody make sure you go home and play this part of the video back for your wives and your husbands and
just not your kids.
Yeah, because we're going to have to clean this up in a second.
Wow.
Clorox wet wipes. See? Scotch Guard. No. They do a scene in a living room, and then at the end, the guy kind of holds up a bottle of Scotch Guard and go, for all your fabric protections. You get it? Because it's a couch.
Yes.
Or carpet cleaner.
Yeah.
See?
Gets the stains out.
See?
Mm-hmm.
See?
Resolve.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Or if, say, they're in a kitchen with hardwood floors, you have a chamois.
Oh, yeah.
Because it absorbs all the water.
Oh, I was thinking you was going to go with the Murphy's oil.
Well, I mean, speaking of oil, see?
Alrighty then.
I'm just saying.
yeah,
You could do so many good commercials in there. You know, like for instance, if they're fixing to get a little and they make a comment about it being too dark, he just holds his hand up and go, "These new GE light bulbs from Lowe's,
yeah,
get the LED that are dimmable, so you can adjust for your mood."
And Red Bull energy drinks.
Red Bull. I'm telling you, maybe we've tapped into a market. Speaking of tapped into, I mean,
wrong choice of words there, but yeah.
or as a little S&M video, and the guy goes, "Duct tape for all your hand tie needs." See,
Wilson's leather,
or tie wraps.
Wilson's leather store.
I'm just saying, there's a whole market right there that we just didn't even think about that could be used.
Yeah. And then
with these new non-slip shoes from Walmart, you don't have to worry about losing your footing on hardwood floors. Are you worried about slipping on that tile in the shower? Wear these new shoes from Walmart to guarantee non-slippage during sex.
Yeah, and what is that? The scrubbing bubbles if it's in the bathroom?
There you go. It would scrubbing bubbles where you can be waxing that thing in the shower and cleaning the shower at the same time.
Oh my gosh. What did I do?
Oh my God. Yes, everybody's got to make sure they go home and play this for other people. You guys are just tasteless. Clean it up, Scotty. And that's a joke because I know he's probably giggling right now. He's probably trying to think in his mind what he could use in an infomercial.
Oh yeah.
Bam! And if you act now, we'll send you 2 chamois, one for you and one for her.
5-second fix.
With OxyClean, you can do your Oxy with the hooker and then get clean right here with OxyClean. See?
And so many different beer commercials.
And then at the bottom, Oxycontin does not agree with this commercial.
Yeah.
Because you said Oxy and Oxycontin. Okay.
Yeah, most definitely.
My wife said something, so let me see what she said. The phones are acting way too slow. Plus, they're getting lit. Like I'm having people send messages, and it's hard to keep up with it.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's the weather because all my stuff is running slow.
Here you go. This would be more of a Lowe's or Home Depot. Headboard blockers to stop those unwanted sounds for the annoying neighbors. Stephanie, spit with a chamois. You can wipe it up.
Damn it, Crystal. That was a good one.
No, that was from Brett. That one.
Oh, that one was.
Yeah. But see, that's the kind of things you think about.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be fun.
Soft straps. Not only do they help you move heavy furniture through your house, they're right for the wrist when you're tying your woman up on your headboard. At Walgreens. You see what I'm saying? You could, as seen on television, these are the night lights that you wear. No, wait, what would it be? What is it when you put it over your face? The little blinders, the little night shades. It'd be like, as seen on TV from Walgreens. Not only does it help you sleep at night, it helps you role play with your wife in the bedroom.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You know what I mean?
The sleeping mask.
You put the little sleeping mask on?
Yeah, and then, what is that? There's a new...
Thank God we're doing this before Pervert Mike gets here, because he'd really wear this conversation out. Get it? Wear it?
Yeah.
Get it out.
There's a new light that is motion activated that you just plug it in and it turns on. We seen it on an infomercial. I can't remember the name of it, but there you go.
Oh, I just thought this.
Or the clapper.
Hey, we don't need to hear about clapping.
No, the clap on.
So anyways, what's going on today? Any news on your end? I didn't really get to watch the news this morning.
Well, I watched the news this morning because I thought it was very interesting. They were talking about that brawl
at the Chinese
restaurant.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm finding it funny because they're saying that the fight broke out because they were offended by something a wait staff said.
Mm-hmm.
But they're saying they're the real victims.
Yeah.
You got up and punched the employees. How do you say you're the victim?
But remember when I read the story, and Mike had it up too, and we were reading the story last week, the manager said that the employee spoke no English.
Yes.
and that all he did was smile. Well, the employee that they now are showing in the video, and I'm not trying to be racist, it's just fact to fact, he's a black guy.
So now not only it's no matter how I say this is going to sound bad. So no matter what, the black folks that are involved in the fight, we're trying to blame it on a Chinese restaurant, and now come to find out the person that worked at the restaurant was black as well.
Yes.
You know, it just proves that when it comes to telling stories, you're going to tell it however best suits your needs.
Yeah, because remember he said that he spoke no English, and he was very distraught and everything, and the employer had to send him home. Well, on the video, it actually shows the guy, the employee, running out of the restaurant, taking his shirt off and running after the people, and then actually kicking the car. So he didn't look very distraught to me. And he looked like the aggressor.
The whole thing's kind of funny. It's really funny when you start looking back at how people want to twist it so that it sounds the way they want it to sound. It's always that way. I'm more of a cut and dry kind of person. It is what it is. Reality. All you got to do is open your eyes. Open your eyes and see the reality, and quit putting glitter on a turd. Just see it for what it truly is, and you don't have to put, any liquor on it to make it look differently. It just is what it is.
And that was actually on channel WSB2's website that Mike and I found it on, and the whole thing was
because now they're
bald-faced lie from the manager. I was
going to say, but they're also uncovering it just as quick as they can find. You know what I mean?
So don't always believe what you see in the news, people.
Yeah, well, it just goes back to half of what we read. We're pulling off of these sites. And when you start reading WSB, you have to remember they're getting what they're getting as fast as they're getting it, and you're just trying to help. You're just reading. You're reading what they wrote. So you have to hope that it all is exactly
that is correct.
Accurate, I guess would be the way to word it.
Or factional, as Alex
fictional. I know, factional. Yeah, the way Alex tells it.
Yeah, just facts.
Yeah. Well, and it just, like I said, it just is what it is. There's so many people walking through life. To me, if there's stuff that's messed up, it needs to be fixed
not swept under
a rug. And I can't stand that. I can't stand that whole mentality of, it still has 3 good tires. Okay. But it requires 4. Yeah, but let's not waste our time worrying about 1 bad tire. It still has 3. I know it can't drive down the road, but it's got a good paint job. It looks good sitting there, Scotty. I understand. I know it doesn't run and it can't roll, but gosh darn it, it looks good, doesn't it? It's purty. It's shiny. The windows are up. What the French toast ever? It's supposed to run. It's supposed to drive. It's supposed to roll down the road. But let's just not worry about that. Let's just talk about those 3 good tires. Okay, whatever. I'm over it.
Yeah.
I'm over it. I decided this morning.
There's so much going on in this county.
I know.
People have no clue about, and I just think it's funny.
Well, but it's because of the sugar coaters.
Yeah.
It's just because of the sugar coaters. I watched my neighbor putting up cameras yesterday, and I brought up to her, what was going on. And, I got one neighbor that has people knocking on her door at 3:00 in the morning.
What the heck?
She says it's been going on for a couple of weeks. Just all of a sudden, it's not every night. She just like every once in a while, somebody's knocking on her door at 3:00 in the morning.
She doesn't open it, right?
Well, hell no.
Good.
And then her mama's house, they've been watching people. I mean, we've got cul-de-sacs and roads off the side of our road.
Yeah.
So the neighbor that I'm talking about is one house away from the cul-de-sac.
Mm-hmm.
So why is there people turning around in their driveway?
Yeah, that's odd.
But truthfully, is it people turning around their driveway? Because what it is I'm seeing this car pull in their driveway, and it sits there a few seconds, then it puts it in reverse. Well, there's a cul-de-sac one house away.
Yeah.
Why, if you just needed to turn around, did you choose that driveway?
Yeah, that's odd,
isn't it? And then when you talk to the next neighbor and find out people's been knocking on the door at weird hours, and then you find out that, there's a house, that people are just standing out in front of them smoking dope all day long with their kids like it's no big deal, and then gunshots, and
people
it's just
still
like
in your yard signs.
Yeah. Oh, and that's what started the conversation with the one neighbor putting cameras up is she was like, what the hell happened? She's like, we were just in the bed and all these people were in our yards all night. And I was like, yeah, that's kind of how it looks. It'd be one thing if somebody stopped in one yard, jumped out, did something, got back in the car and hauled ass and got off the road. But to know that they went down every yard, 8 to 10 houses and was getting signs, that means they were there more than 1 minute to do all this.
Oh, yeah.
Which means they're just taking their sweet time like it's not a big deal.
That's like when my camera was stolen Saturday night. I mean, they completely undid, they undid the butterfly nut and just they took the bottom part of the camera.
That's just funny.
And
well, it just is what it is. It like I said, it just goes back to the sugar coaters. It just is what it is.
And it's like when they stole the air compressor out from under the carport. It's an air compressor. It's a 10-gallon or whatever, but it was a big air compressor on wheels. And yes, I didn't hear anything, unfortunately, but think about how long they were there because they had to move stuff out of the way because it was back against the wall. You saw where it was. I know.
It's just funny. It's funny how it works.
And I didn't hear any of this crap.
Well, it is what it is. I made a post yesterday about when somebody made a comment about where I live must be the bad area. And I'm like, have you not ridden down the road and actually opened your eyes to see, you can go 20 from Brownsbridge to 12 and just open your eyes until you get to Sigmund. Just drive straight from 20. It becomes 138 all the way to Sigmund. All you got to do is open your eyes, get your hands off the steering wheel, put your beer down, and open your eyes because it's that simple.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is, and it's not just this county. It's a bunch of counties. It's just funny though that people have become numb to it. They've seen it so much that they don't say anything. It's like me watching the shop. Almost every day I go into that Walmart that I'm friends with the manager. I'm texting him about shoplifters.
Yeah.
Because it's that obvious.
Oh yeah. Travis
and for the
biatch
that says I'm just making stuff up, well, you're a dumb bitch. I mean, I know what I see.
Well, I've always had family that lived here in the Conyers, Covington area. I personally moved down here in 2001, but I started working in the Conyers area in 93. Yeah, 93. So I've been in the Conyers area for the majority of my adult life. And I've seen how when we first moved here, we lived over there in that other neighborhood for 15 years with the only thing that was ever stolen was my mountain bike. And we knew exactly who did it because he told on himself, and a gas can.
That's funny.
Full of tiling. And we saw who did it, or we found out who did it because 2 days after he put the tiling in his truck and tried to crank it, it blew up at the end of his driveway. So we knew who did it. But to know that I've been at this new house that's just 3 miles away from where I lived, and this Sunday morning rather was the 9th incident that I've had to deal with since March 1st. I mean, it's out there, and I know there's places in Conyers that may not have any crime, But if you think it can't happen there, though, that's when you're setting yourself up for something to happen.
Well, the funny thing is the people that say there's no crime here, that means they just hadn't figured out you're easy picking. Because if you're believing, oh, we don't have to worry about nothing here, you're already that sheep standing in the field with a bunch of wolves.
Yes, exactly.
They're letting you believe that.
Yes. You know,
oh my God.
And it's sad that I'm having to sleep now with a 22 rifle on one side of me, a 38 on the other side of me, and a machete within arm's length just to feel safe.
Oh, man. Well, and you can't blame anybody for having it. It's easy to say, oh, that's stupid. It's easy to be that biatch and say that's stupid. But nobody can tell you how you should feel safe in your own home.
I shouldn't have panicked.
No, not one person, nor me nor Mike can tell you that you're wrong for feeling that way in your own house. That's insane.
And I don't sleep in my bed. I sleep where I'm constantly watching the video cameras. I shouldn't be having panic attacks when it's time to, when it's bedtime and scared to death to go to sleep.
But to hear somebody else tell you you're stupid and you're wrong for feeling that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hence the reason that person's nowhere in any of our lives anymore. How about Sinbad? I'm here flipping through TMZ, discussing the Prince feud is going to get crazy because everybody wants a piece. Arsenio Hall, we were flipping through some stuff yesterday and Crystal found it. Well, Arsenio Hall, had made a quote basically saying, for any of you that believe Prince didn't have a drug problem, you're on drugs. So if you listen, everybody should go. I'm going to play it in a little while. I'm going to play the song called Pop Life by Prince. Because if you listen to the words, he is actually discussing his habit. And, somebody had pointed out in one of the things we read the other day that Pop Life is written about his life.
And what about Sign of the Times, too?
I'm just probably as well, but I'm just pointing this one out because he actually talks about what's that you're putting in your nose.
Yeah, what you putting in your
everything
nose.
that he's discussing is the battles that he dealt with. Mm-hmm. And how do people, other than a lot of the country singers, not all, but a lot of them, not just country singers, but a lot of the artists don't write their own music. Right. But when you start finding out that a lot of these guys wrote their own music, how do you listen to the music and not think about where it came from? When you listen to the Alice in Chains music.
Yeah.
Hello.
Rooster. Yeah.
What are they telling you? They are discussing their own personal addictions and their own personal demons.
And who was that? Snake bite enters my vein. Godsmack. Voodoo.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I just had Godsmack pulled up a few minutes ago.
I'm just saying that.
I know, but yes, that's the thing is a lot of people, you have to think about it. A lot of these people are just writing stuff that they don't know about just because they have the gene in them to be able to make the lyrics flow. But a lot of the guys that are really, or guys or girls, you want to word it that way, what they're really writing about is either life experiences, and or battles that they've dealt with. And yes, that battle is still a life experience, but I just wanted to put that out there because when you start listening to a lot of Alice in Chains, their stuff is about the battle. It's not just about a little experience of, smoking dope and hanging out with your people down at the lake. You start hearing some dark stuff with a lot of the Alice in Chains stuff. And then if you look back at the fact that how many of them have already died from overdose?
Yeah.
The lead singer, the heroin overdose.
Blind Melon's
how about NXS? If you would have known, I saw somebody sharing a bunch of the lead singer stuff, and for some reason I just forgot his name. Michael
Hutchinson.
Yeah, Hutchinson. What had happened to him. Nobody knew. I watched a movie about NXS a couple weeks ago. Very, very good movie. Very enlightening because it's about stuff that you had no idea about. You didn't know his personal struggles and what he dealt with. All right, everybody, hang tight. We'll be right back. Here comes that song, Pop Life. Listen to some of the words, man, because he's writing about what he's experienced. Sir?
Don't yell at me.
I'm not. It's just become a habit, sir.
I know that damn.
Well, at least
No, there's
before,
no
though,
at least.
we heard from you though, and you'd say I'm running late, and it's like, have you heard from Mike? And he said no. I said, yeah, he hasn't even chimed in on anything. I wish I could say that. I haven't been able to sleep.
72 virgins. and then.
And then?
72 virgins and then.
Wow.
Phone going off. Timmy.
Well, apparently last night I freaked Travis out because apparently I had a crying fit while I was sound asleep, and I don't remember it. I just remember him waking me up, asking me if I was okay. I was like, yeah. Yeah. Jacob, he died like years ago.
Jacob died?
No, he said, damn it, R.I.P. to NXS singer. It's like he's been dead.
Yeah, it's not wild.
Yeah, for years.
It's been 10, 20 years.
It's been a while.
Mickey.
So you didn't hear us talking about you? Okay. So you didn't get to see any of the news this morning?
Just a vague.
Okay, so you didn't see the one about the, or did you see the one about the apartment that they were installing the Google?
Yes,
Google
I didn't catch all of it.
fiber. You shut up. Jacob said, shut up, Steph.
Shut up, Jacob.
Yeah, shut up, Jacob.
Is that where your money?
Where your money go? Oh,
What?
he said the damn it was for the dog being upset still.
All right, there we go. I was trying to fix it so that we go to commercial that everybody can still hear. I got to turn that down. But at least that way,
Enjoyment we get.
that way everybody actually gets to hear, and there's not always just dead silent.
Really depends on if we're talking or not.
I am so glad that you're so educated that you can point out the friggin' obvious. Captain Obvious.
Dun, dun, dun.
Just need you some SpongeBob shorts on. Backwards, of course.
In my SpongeBob shirt. Wow, that was fast.
All right, we're back. Stephanie, you're an idiot.
What? Well, it was.
That was
Usually-
fast. We did two commercials and a song.
That
How is that fast?
usually when the song is over,
It'll play the warning.
Yeah.
Okay, Stephanie. That 30 seconds made it that much faster, I guess.
Yes.
I
it
guess,
did.
look, considering your husband and your sex life, 30 seconds can make you or break you.
Oh, you're muted. You're still muted from yesterday.
No, he got muted this morning when he wasn't here.
Oh.
Dang, you're even mean to me when I'm not here.
Yeah, you should have heard what he was saying about you.
There's no telling. Should I go back and watch the video?
Which
yes.
time? What? I don't recall that we said anything about him other than who farted.
Not me. Oh, he's looking away. So
God, what is wrong with you, Mike?
What'd you eat?
God, dude, why would you just do that and leave us just sitting here?
Ew. Was that an SBFD?
What an idiot!
It was my
God. Stephanie, reach up and touch that button if you can touch it. I don't know if you're tall enough.
Oh, seriously?
Hurry
I can't
up!
touch it. It's
Hurry
empty.
up! God, no, it's not empty. It still skeets every 30 minutes. But Mike just pooped his pants. Do it again. Do it again.
Dang.
That was a 3-squirter. God, Mike, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, man?
I didn't do nothing.
You need to.
You need
I'm
to go
about to puke.
poo. Here, you need the trapper.
I would say check your shorts, but you don't wear any underwear.
Check
God,
my chair.
dude, you're disgusting. Why would you do that?
Do what?
That is so.
Oh my God, Bella
That
likes
is
it.
so not fair to us.
Hey,
Bella
Bella.
thinks it's
I'm really about to hurl,
foreplay.
dude. I'm
well,
like
go to a
gagging.
commercial.
That'd be awesome.
All right, give us a minute, y'all. We got to.
Are you gonna blow chunks?
I'm about to go puke, dude. That's like got this
Oh,
weird.
man.
Ugh.
That is awesome. If you blow chunks, it's like I'm writing it down.
Okay, y'all stop.
I'm gonna.
I
If I
really
blow a
will.
chunks, it's on you. I'll be right back.
May
If
17th.
I'm gonna puke, I'm fixing to puke on you.
May 17th.
Oh, we'll be right back.
Oh my God, really?
dude.
Oh, that is so awesome. Hold on, May 17th, 2016. What time is it?
That's
Boy, that's
disgusting, man.
8:10. Yeah,
What's wrong with you?
8:10 a.m. Biological attack.
Biological.
He just had to go pee again. That's the only reason why we went to break again. Yes, you do.
Why are they doing?
Why are they doing? Why?
They're
are
doing
they
lunch
doing-
on the lawn.
Not
on
today.
the 27th.
Oh, okay.
Aren't you even ashamed of yourself?
Let me think. Nope. No.
It's over here, too.
I know. Don't be a hater.
I don't stink half the time.
Hate the fart. Don't hate the farter.
You're an idiot, dude. That was disgusting.
You know how long I've been holding that? God.
Why?
To get here. I knew
You
you
could have shit in the damn car.
I know, but I held it. I knew you were gonna be mad at me.
I'm keeping that spray bottle right there.
Oh, there's more.
If there's any more, I'm gonna make you leave.
That would be weird. I was holding it because I was late, and then you made me leave.
God, now I taste the friggin' Lysol.
I
Ugh.
know. It's kind of a poopery flavor. Wow.
It's gonna cause me to have a headache. Jesus Christ.
Man,
So they're gonna start doing the summer film series.
All right, we're going back. God, man, that was like Mike.
yeah, man. I'm here, bro. What are we gonna do for you?
Why?
Don't be like Mike.
I mean, like now, like I got this chemical from all the damn Lysol.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Why do you do that in the damn studio? You know, that was kind of like Denise, man. Why would you poop in the studio bathroom? You're like, we got to live with that.
At least I go
Well,
upstairs.
Just because you like your own brand doesn't mean everybody else does.
Hey,
tell
he
you,
just
man.
he just helped us with our dementia. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Our
see?
dementia?
Yeah, you don't remember the fart story from a
The fart that
last
was heard
week.
around the world.
So it takes him farting to make me try to remember last week's story
yes.
as I'm suffocating over here.
Yes, because
You're an idiot.
I'm
no,
gonna be,
it stated it that the story
I don't need
was,
to. I don't need to remember the story that bad.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been holding that since
You disgust me.
You so
For a
you've
while.
been letting it
Disgust me.
percolate.
yeah.
Mhm.
That is disgusting. Why didn't you just fart? Look, you could have fart on the way to the car. You could have
Oh, yeah.
farted in the car.
Oh, yeah.
Then that whole straining to get out of the car, you could have farted because
Oh,
you
yeah.
trying to get out from behind the steering wheel. It's hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
You trying to walk around my house, you could have done that.
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Because I was holding it.
God, what an idiot.
I figured you were going to be mad at me for being late again.
Oh, so you would rather be me mad at you for shitting in your chair?
You haven't been, for the last 5-10 minutes, you haven't been thinking about me being late, have you?
What a jackass.
He's got you there.
Yeah, jackass.
Kind of sounds like it worked, if you ask me. I got another one.
If
got
you do
another
another one, you're
brewing.
leaving. I'm not going to sit here.
What if Stephanie's going to do one and then blame me? Get me
Oh,
kicked
no.
out.
The smell that you just did, I think, is all on your own. I don't think
I don't
anybody
even-
can carbon match that one.
Well, NASA and DARPA, which
That
is
company that makes that fart spray in a bottle would try to bottle that if they knew what you could perform with.
what would you call that?
Nasty, pure nasty.
Toxic waste.
God, man. I can't believe that you would do that.
Really?
Yeah,
Dude.
because aren't you the same guy that has talked smack about Duh coming in here and pooping her pants?
Well, that's because there were actual skid marks involved.
In the chair or in the pants?
Both. And floaters. Or was it you that left the floaters? I think you left the floaters.
Can we move on to something else? Do you actually have anything of intelligence to talk about today, or do we need to call Alex?
Ooh. So I guess that's supposed to offend me or something.
Well, I mean, Alex at least would look up facts. Do you actually have any?
Well, the facts are
Don't
that
shut up. I'll mute you if you got to go back to your fart. If your fart is your highlight of your day, you're in trouble.
well, I've only been up for like a half hour.
So what else you got going on, man?
Percolating. Hey, I'm talking about coffee.
Our show has gone to the shitter.
Literally.
Quickly.
Literally.
Quickly.
What do you guys think about our own brand of coffee?
Okay, so how about how about Trump, dude? I was dying laughing because this morning they're saying the same guys that are now coming after Trump are the same guys that were just sitting back watching Obama be stupid.
Mm-hmm. That interview was last night, right?
No, it's tonight.
It's tonight.
8 o'clock
okay.
tonight.
Okay, so I didn't miss it. I thought I missed
Nope.
it.
Everybody that wants to watch the interview,
It's gonna be lame.
I just want to see those two hashing it out. I think it'd be funny.
I also want to
It'll be
see
fun.
what Robert Shapiro has to say about how he was portrayed in the OJ movie, because he was portrayed as an ass,
He is.
Well,
I
do
mean,
you think he's
a
not?
major ass.
Do you know where he got his start?
No, but I'm sure you're going to tell us.
Yeah, in
Or
Vietnam.
give us a shot to.
In Vietnam.
I don't know if it's going to be true, but
Yeah. Well, in Vietnam, there was a lieutenant that was told to not take any prisoners, so he burned the village and killed all the locals. In
and
the village
what does
called-
that have to do with this lawyer?
Well, it is the name of the village was called My Lai, so it's the My Lai trial, and Shapiro represented the lieutenant.
Okay.
Yeah, and he was very young, Robert Shapiro at the time.
Huh.
So I thought that was kind of interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Could quite be interesting.
Shapiro's been around forever. Did y'all hear about Morley Schaefer? Do you know who that is? The reporter from 60 Minutes.
No.
No.
He's retired.
Okay.
He's retiring, and the dude is he's been on the air or been involved 61 years. Come on, man, that's a long time.
That is.
That's like more than 50, less than 70.
Really, I'm so glad that that you're
+1.
what's that math common core crap is showing you how to round stuff out
Well, it took a little while. Common
to
core.
round out. I mean, you're pretty round. I'm sure it
Easy.
did take.
See, don't make fat jokes.
I'm sure it did
Don't
take.
make
Hey,
fat jokes.
I'm fat. I can make fat
I
jokes.
was about to say, are you sure you want to go down this
Hey,
path
I
there,
can
fatty?
make fat jokes.
Fatty.
Hey, but my shirt covers my belly
Well, that's just because you have big shirts. Because
because I know how to shop.
Scotty, listen to me. Listen to me. One fat guy to another. Fatty.
I don't hang out of my shorts or over my shorts.
No, but you are definitely testing the tensile strength of that.
I mean,
fabric.
you've got Dunlap.
Oh, I'm cool with it.
You
Hey,
got Dickie Doo.
How would you even bring up my? See, you are hot.
Do you even know what Dickie Doo is?
Heck yes, I do.
because you got
I
it.
know what Dunlap is. I've heard all those dumb 13-year-old jokes.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you know. You live it.
But Scottie, now that you're joining the ranks of fatties, we'll have a roast for you. No, literally a roast, potatoes,
Yeah.
carrots.
Yeah. Coming from you, I should take that as a compliment.
But
Mr. Pop Tarts and
I don't eat
Hot
Pop-Tarts.
Pockets and Cheetos.
I don't eat Hot Pockets, but let me tell you something.
But you do eat the house of Cheetos, don't you?
I do love the crunchy Cheetos. I don't like the hot ones, but the crunchy ones.
So you like Cheetos and not cheese puffs?
Oh yeah, I don't like cheese puffs. You like cheese puffs?
No, cheese puffs are ghetto.
Steph, you
I
wanna
mean,
chime
come
in
on.
here? I hear her over going. La, 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 la,
Once you,
I'm humming the Munsters.
and once you've educated yourself and went from one level of cheese puffs to Cheetos, why would you go back to cheese puffs?
Yeah, and the little cheese puff balls they're gross.
They're disgusting.
How do they make
They
those?
dry
That'd
your
be-
mouth out.
Alrighty then.
That's like once you quit buying Laura Lynn macaroni and cheese and you start eating Kraft macaroni and cheese, why would you ever go back to,
So
three boxes for 99 cents? Why would you go back to that?
you
I mean, if you're poor, yes.
know,
But
there's people
if
out
you have
there,
a choice, why would you go back to it?
there are people out there that will only eat Velveeta.
Oh, I know. I
I don't get it.
I only eat.
I've just
the,
learned not to cheat myself. Why would I cheat? Why would you go buy?
Yeah.
I'm fixing to pick on Steph, it sounds like here, but I don't know if Steph does this. I'm just saying, I know people that do this. But why would you go buy a steak and then go home and put some generic 99-cent steak sauce on it? Like, why would you do that? You spent the money on this good steak and then you're going to pour some crap on top of it. Why would you do that?
Mike, did you do it again?
No.
I can't smell it this time.
No, I haven't done it. No. Nope.
Or is it still lingering?
It's
Probably
probably
still
still lingering.
Hopefully.
Can we like move on to something here? Let's just anybody got anything?
Well, the University of Georgia graduates got advice from, yes, you guessed it, Ryan Seacrest.
That's who you get your.
Yeah, he dropped out like after 1 year.
That's who you get your advice from.
Yeah, become an entertainer. It pays a lot more. Jesus, man.
No, it doesn't really.
And he is like always. Has he ever been taken serious?
Hey,
He's-
Ryan Seacrest.
Yeah, he is serious. That is a cool chair.
Here's the thing:
serious,
he got popular off of a popular show.
Mm-hmm.
So now the question is, once American Idol is gone, is he going to be able to retain his popularity?
Well, he's trying to be like Dick Clark.
He is, but remember the other guy?
Casey Kasem.
No, he dated Tara Reid,
I don't know.
and he was all over MTV for years. And then he got his
Uh,
own talk show, and then
no,
Carson Daly, and then he disappeared for a minute, and now he does The
The
Voice.
Voice. Yeah.
And it just, he was the first guy that everybody thought was going to take. Oh, he's taking over Dick Clark's place, and then he just disappeared.
Yeah. But he didn't get into Ryan Seacrest owns radio stations, right? Or he's part
Well,
of that.
I don't know.
Carson
I
did a
don't
radio show too.
Oh, I thought he was part, or that Ryan Seacrest is part of that Cox Productions
I
or
don't
whatever it
know.
is.
I'm just tossing it out there.
I don't know.
You're just tossing it. Okay. His advice:
Mike showed me that.
get busy and make it count. Oh my God, what is this world coming?
I think the internet has
Really?
helped make Ryan Seacrest bigger too, because back in Carson Daly's day, the internet just wasn't quite like it is now.
Right.
So I think it's just the whole world has changed. It's a lot different than it was, and this is just part of it.
I mean, other than American Idol, what else do you know him from? Besides doing, I know he did take over for
Golden
Clark.
Great, right?
I know he had a little cameo part in that movie. Excuse me, Knocked Up, which I
Did he?
thought was a cute movie because I'm just smitten with that actress. But
Which one was that one?
the one where it's
to have like a one night stand or something.
yeah, Seth is it Seth Rogen?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. And they just accidentally hook up really because she just got promoted and
That's right.
he's a dirtbag and yeah. So there you go. So there you have it. Why in God's name would you get a non-graduate to speak at a UGA graduation.
I
But
thought he didn't go to UGA because they were saying that he.
yeah, for 1 year. That was it. Never even graduated.
Huh.
I mean,
Wow.
usually, I mean, if
I mean,
anything,
he gained success. I mean, he's one of the most popular guys out there. I just say, like
And
I
he's
said,
from Georgia.
I think the biggest thing is the world of media, Facebook, all these other social medias as well has just helped make him even bigger than he is, or bigger than he was. Let's word it that way.
yeah, I agree. But I don't. What does he? I never really watched American Idol, so I'm not really sure what he brings to the party. Is he a good? What is he? A host?
He's a host.
Yeah, he's a host.
narrator.
I mean, he's not bad. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm not saying he's horrible or nothing like that.
Yeah, he can be funny, or he could be funny at times.
They portrayed
dude,
him as a real douche.
I
in the
got
movie.
a biatch running around complaining about me every time she opens her mouth. I'm okay with it. I'm not trying to complain about the
Crystal
guy.
doesn't complain
No,
much.
Crystal
Yeah,
doesn't.
Crystal loves you. How could Prince be standing in front of his own tombstone? That's weird.
You're an idiot. Where did you just see Prince standing in front of an
I
old
was just talking
tombstone?
about- I was just trying to be funny.
Oh, well, that's kind of scary.
So,
Hey, how about this? You see, there's a bear walking
A
across
bear.
the road. It says
Yeah.
"Mama
With
Bear carrying her
babies.
traffic, carrying her kids across traffic." Did you see where in Gwinnett County, one of the schools was showing videos of a kid of a bear walking through the parking lot yesterday?
yeah, there was apparently
Wow.
one in a neighborhood last night too. I think they
Well, they
you know,
keep tearing down woods and
Yeah.
putting neighborhoods up. Where
Mhm.
where do you think the animals are going to go?
Exactly.
apparently we're supposed to kill them all, so that'll be great.
You know, I watched the Mountain Men show, and
Mm-hmm.
if you go look through what's going on, there's a guy named Rich that takes his dogs and they go run off all the mountain lions and cougars and stuff that come up on all these people's property, you know, trying to kill the cattle. Well, because for a long time we weren't allowed to kill wolves because they wanted the wolf population to come back.
Mm-hmm.
Now you
It's
have to
back.
have a permit to go wolf hunting, and you're only allowed X number to kill. So if nobody's out doing that, what do you think is going to happen? The population is just going to keep increasing, and you're going to have more and more problems of wolves killing stuff. But at the same time, if everybody keeps buying more land, which at this point everybody owns land, you know, all these lands are getting cleared off, and houses being built and subdivision being built, and where did the animals go? They got to go somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I would say they moved to, I don't know, Brazil.
Don't be stupid. How is an animal going
What do you
to move to
mean?
Brazil?
Don't be stupid. Of course I'm gonna be stupid. I mean, what else can we
But
do?
it's like
here?
people live in Newton County in a lot of rural country areas, right? And then go, oh my God, it's all copperhead. Well, you're living out in the sticks. You're probably not going to see a copperhead on Peachtree Street.
Shoot, my mom lives up in Buford, and they have like 8 acres up there, and they started putting in a neighborhood to the back of their property, and we were all out enjoying our morning coffee one morning, and all of a sudden I look over to behind the barn, and here comes this. I thought it was a wolf. I'm not gonna lie, because I was sitting there hollering wolf, wolf, wolf. And my mom
And then somebody, you're going, woof, woof, woof. Somebody tried to give you a Scooby snack.
I was gonna say, throw her a snack.
And that's funny that
Sit.
you say that, because
Sit.
my mom
Stay.
goes, yes, that's what a dog says. And I was like, no, wolf, wolf. And so they look over, and it was, sure enough, it was a coyote that was coming out from behind the barn. But I had never seen a coyote in the wild, so I didn't know what
Right,
it was.
right.
And
Well, how about when Waterhead pulled out of my driveway one day and hit what we thought was just a cat, right? And
yeah.
I walk out there and go, holy cow, that's a bobcat. I mean, this thing weighed over 50 pounds. I'm
Oh,
like,
wow.
holy cow. And it stood almost as tall as my knees.
Cool.
So I'm like, holy cow. So I grab it, throw it on the sidewalk, of the yard for a second, get a trash bag, put it in the freezer.
Yeah, he put
It's
it
a
in the
bobcat,
freezer.
dude. I call animal control and say, hey, do y'all realize that there's bobcats running around? I mean, if this cat would have got up to like Zaylee would have just went, hey, kitty.
Kitty.
This
Yeah.
cat would have killed my my grandbaby. I mean, this is different times. Zaylee wasn't around then, but that's what I was talking to them about. And they said, oh yeah, we've caught about 8 of those on the other side of the lake. I'm like, holy cow. So
and
then
nobody said nothing.
So like a month goes by, I still got this thing in the freezer. And my wife said, hey, you might want to talk to the neighbor. Because my wife wanted to argue with me and say it was a regular cat. And I'm like showing her pictures going, do you see the color of its nose? Do you see its paws? Do you see its fur? You see where its hair and its ear is and how its eyes are?
The nub for a tail.
Yeah, that could have been easy. So
Yeah.
moral of the story, my wife starts saying, I think the neighbor's missing a cat. You've got a cat. And I'm like, this is a bobcat, honey. This ain't just a cat. So I say something. I'm like, hey, Miss Joe, you missing a cat by chance? She goes, oh, yes, I've been looking for him. I went, I think I got him in the freezer. I said, you do realize that's not a tomcat, that's a bobcat. She goes, well, it came up as a kitten one time and I just fed it. Now it's never come in the house. It's never acted crazy, but it never let me pet it either. But it's always been coming here for years. I'm like, it's a bobcat. You've been putting meow mix out for a friggin' bobcat. You have been feeding a wild bobcat all this time. And you just thought it was just a little old tomcat. Did it ever dawn on you how big it was?
Well,
So
It was a cat on steroids.
holy cow.
So what's it like to live in Mrs. Magoo's neighborhood?
I'm telling you, it's hilarious.
Here, kitty.
It was just hilarious.
I thought a possum was a cat one time. and it
Yeah, well,
started-
Stephanie,
You are an idiot.
it's you.
Well, then I made
It's
it.
you.
Well, then I made it my pet, and it actually would let me pet it.
Kitty.
My
It's a
cat's
possum.
dead.
I had to feed it. I had to feed it like lunch meat though. Because
Oh
it
my
didn't like the cat
God.
food.
That is
And it would
crazy.
take-
Cat,
would
that
take
was a
the-
possum that ate spam
No, it
and
was
Laura Lynn
like,
cheese.
no, I didn't like cheese. But no, it would take the food right out of my hand, and
But it would.
I was the only one that it would let touch it. I never tried to pick it up though, but I could pet it.
Sound like Travis. All right. So the long TSA lines snake through Atlanta airport. The TSA is just kind of dropping the ball on all this. Have you guys seen some of these lines?
Did you see yesterday's news where they were talking about if you want to fly, you need to show up in mid-afternoon
3 hours for
because
a
if you
domestic
show up in the
flight.
morning or you show up in the evening, you're screwed.
But then they said something.
They're saying
about
people were
getting
waiting in some of
dogs.
these lines upward to 8 hours.
Yeah, 3 hours for a domestic flight. Man, that's crazy.
I'm sitting here when one guy was like, I've been here since this morning. And I'm thinking, who would stand in line that long?
Well, it's funny.
It's
you
not
should
like
say
it's
that.
a damn ride at Six Flags.
It's
I'm
funny
kidding.
you
I'm
should
kidding
say
because
that.
I don't do that either.
Channel 2 Action News has learned that an average of more than 9,000 people a day were paying $85 to sign up for the expedited screening last week. So basically, if you pay $85, you get to go to a.
So if I'm willing to pay more money,
Yes, sir.
okay. So
Yes.
we're now
It's called pre-check.
So we're now having it. Let's go for George Carlson. Let's go back to pre-check. Let's go back to using the word pre. So basically what we're doing is we're almost having like the Titanic. The rich people get treated like this and the poor people get treated like this.
Well, welcome to America.
That is insane.
Okay, so 9,000 people, it's at a day. Okay. Learn that an average of more than 9,000 people a day were willing to pay $85 to sign up for pre-check. Okay, so is anybody concerned on what pre-check actually entails? Because I would love to know.
Can I ask this question? Is pre-check where I'm going to check you before I go to check you?
Yes, but you get to zip through the line. Now, look, that's almost, or that's a little over $750,000.
Do they pre-check you
day.
before you pre-board?
$9,000 a day. People paying $85. That's
And they're just making money.
$760,000 a day. Come on, now that's almost $1 million a day.
Stupid.
And
And then people ask why I don't fly. Because there's no way I want to put myself through
I
that.
wonder what pre-check is. Do they do a background check? Does it matter? Because the simple reason is
I got the peach pass.
Yeah. I got it. Yeah, peach pass.
The buddy pass.
Yeah, man.
I think that's insane too. I mean, I'm not trying to change subject, but why do I have to pay you to drive down the road that we already pay for?
Dude, that's man.
But
And
said,
go ahead.
You said that you can do the pre-check weeks in advance.
Well, I think you get pre-checked and then it lasts a period of time. I'm almost positive it's a couple of years.
Next, they're going to start polluting our air, and the government's going to sell us this filter to wear over our face, a mask.
Those bastards.
That's the only mask. There won't be any company that can have this mask. Only the government will sell us this and say, listen, for $75 a month, you can have 2 breaths of oxygen a day.
Wow.
Just 2?
Just 2 for $75.
Well,
but for $200, you can get 6 breaths of fresh air.
I think there's a movie about air.
It's all this is freaking ridiculous.
Okay, I know I saw it. The pre-check.
Yeah, Alex says it's TSA background check good for 1 year.
Well, it says right here, pre-check is valid for 5 years. Oh my God, Alex is wrong. Alex is wrong about something?
How about this? Somebody was just explaining to me that when your gun permit expires, you can't just go renew it like a driver's license. You have to go reapply all over again.
Yeah.
How stupid is that?
Yeah, that kind of makes sense to me. But
how does it make sense?
Well, because you could have committed a crime.
But when you forgive me for sounding like this is the stupidest thing on the planet, but if your license gets suspended and you try to pull a fast one and you say, hey, I need to get my license renewed, doesn't the computer go, sir, your license is suspended? If you've committed a friggin' crime, Mike, wouldn't it say your gun permit is suspended?
Yes.
So then why in the French toast do I have to reapply and sit through all that crap again? Why don't I just pay for a renewal? If it works on driver's license, I want you to tell me why it wouldn't work as a gun permit.
Yeah, I think that they should do maybe even annually, to tell you the truth.
I thought they did do a background check on you every time that you renewed it every year.
They do. Yeah, well,
but you got to go reapply and all the stuff and re-fingerprint and all that all over again. That's stupid. You already have my information. If I tell you I need to get my gun permit renewed, they type in a little computer and it goes, wait a minute, you can't have one. It's that simple.
Yeah, I imagine it'll be that way.
Eventually.
Yeah.
But we'll spend all this effing money so you can pre-board a plane, but we can't help make your constitutional right just a little more simple.
Yep.
Okay. Just thought I'd ask.
Right now it says more than 26 million flyers are now participating in pre-check. So let's do some quick math here. 26 million people have paid $85. So let's see how much the TSA has scammed us out of. I love stuff like this. I really do. Because the government is cheating us and we don't freaking pay attention to it. All right, so let's see. That would be 26 million, or do I need another? I need one more. There we go. It's 26 million. Oh,
too damn much.
No. Oh, come on now. Are they really taking in this much money? This is ridiculous.
Well, let's go to a commercial real quick, everybody, and we'll be right back as we get some more true fictional stories.
2.2 billion, folks.
It's only fictional if you don't believe what we're saying.
Wow.
Right?
Yep.
I guess.
Apparently the storms are getting bad because Bella's over here just shaking away.
Yes, they are. They're predicting storms. So
I mean, on the radar here.
All right. We'll be back.
Either that or she's cold.
Okay. How much?
You okay?
How much can a damn? Them to charge $85. Apparently, they're making profit on it. $2.2 billion.
Dang, it is raining. I'm scared, Daddy. I'm scared. She was. She was over here just a shaking. Probably not.
What the hell? Something's not right here.
I know. She's so scared. Yeah. Apparently, I woke Travis up having it. Okay. Apparently, I woke him up having a panic attack in my sleep. Huh?
Well, I'm sure it wears on you. You know.
Oh yeah, you didn't hear it earlier. It's pretty sad when I have to sleep with the rifle on the coffee table right next to me.
That
The
help you?
38.
I mean,
The 38 at my head, and then a machete. A machete.
you don't need all that.
Hey, I don't know what the hell they're doing. I haven't been sleeping in my bed.
Okay, get this. Say also collected over $760,000 in people
What do you
left in
mean?
little baskets, you know? Okay, so right now between pre-check and the uncollected cash, we're talking about 2.2 billion. Oh my God. Why are we spending $7 billion? Oh God. Oh, I swear I was sleeping so good.
I wasn't.
Like a lady.
Least little noise. Because it seems like when I have a good night's sleep or when I let myself get relaxed and sleep, that's when shit happens.
Has it been the same night that they're doing it?
No. Like, the very first time that the blazer was gone through, but nothing was taken out. My wallet was just gone through and left turned upside down in the passenger seat. That was like on a Tuesday night. So woke up Wednesday and seen it.
What about the time frame?
Now, Friday night when my neighbor saw the truck checking out the house, casing the house, it was about 1:30.
Hmm? Still on. Just go. Live. We live? Lock it down, baby.
Now we're live.
Now we're live.
I was trying to put the song on, but it didn't exactly
Well,
work.
it's a radio show.
So-
Let's talk. Okay, so I figured out that the GSA collects $2.2 billion in pre-check fees. Now, I'm sure there are expenses involved. Now, they're also reporting that $760,000 is left, is unclaimed. So they collect that up too. So, bat phone. Just for fun.
Good morning, Alex.
Just for fun. Did Scott walk away and leave you two running the studio?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know it
but
gets.
he's back now.
You know it gets.
That's always a mistake. Hey, so with this this carry permit renewal nonsense,
Mm-hmm.
when HB 60 passed a couple of years ago, they did change the system slightly.
Yeah.
You no longer have to get re-fingerprinted for a renewal, which is nice.
Yeah, because that saves you from having to go stand over there and deal with that, because used to you could go at any time to get your fingerprints. Now, Rockdale says these hours on Tuesday and these hours on Thursday, you have to have a $5 bill. You can't have a $10 bill.
Yeah. Yeah, well, HB 60 changed that as well. And it's funny, at the NAACP debates, Judge Mays was saying, oh, yeah, we've revamped it. We've brought the fingerprinting over to the probate court and everything. Well, HB 60 required them to do that. So he's taking credit for something he was forced to do. But, yeah, now you you just go to the probate court, you fill out your paper, and I will say this. If you have less than 60 days remaining on your current permit, I would go ahead and get a temporary renewal permit, which is valid for 90 days, and it costs $1, and they have to issue it to you right there and then.
Cool.
Under the renewal process.
So
because you never know how long. I mean, it usually only takes them a couple of weeks to process a renewal, but you never know.
I need to check
So
mine.
so I would pay the $1 and get the temporary renewal permit while you're standing there. That way you're covered,
I just think it's absolutely stupid. Why can't we just buy a 5-year permit or a 3-year or a 6-year, a 10-year, a 20-year? Because the second that your rights stripped from you, the card's worthless at that point anyways.
Right. Well, there was a proposal for a lifetime permit. It would have cost, I think, $300 or $400.
Fine, I'll do it
for your lifetime. I would do it. Yeah, I would do it.
Then I would never have to be hassled again, because the second I become a convicted felon, I already know I can't carry my gun. That freaking card doesn't tell me that I can or can't. I would know.
Right.
So
Right. They're going to come and they're going to fight. If you get convicted of something, they're going to see in their database, oh, he has a carry permit.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to come and get it.
That's right. I got a library card. If I owe Newton County Library $500 for books, it doesn't matter if my card says it's good or not. I'm screwed. I mean, why do?
So you can get a lifetime
No,
fishing license.
there was a proposal.
No,
for
hold
it,
on.
but it didn't-
No, she's talking about a
pass.
fishing license. Hang on.
You can get a lifetime fishing license. You can get a lifetime hunting license, but you can't get a 3-year carry permit.
Carry permits are good for 5 years.
Well,
Oh,
they're
are
good
they?
for 5, but I'm using that as a for instance. Just
Okay.
saying, why do we have to keep renewing? It's
Yeah,
just
I
another way to
agree.
make money.
Yeah,
I
that's
agree.
crazy.
They should just go ahead and pass the lifetime
Yeah.
permit and let us pay the money and not have to deal with it again.
Yes.
In my opinion.
Well, it's the
course,
same thing with cars. Why can I just not buy a 5-year sticker for my car? I mean, why? Why not?
Yeah, I mean, especially now that they've done away with ad valorem taxes. Yeah,
It just blows my mind.
because you pay the ad valorem.
We're in
upfront with
2016.
purchase now.
I didn't know they did
So-
away. When did they do away with the ad valorem taxes?
Oh, a few years ago,
Yeah, it's been-
2010 or
yeah.
2011, I think. Now you
Yeah.
pay ad valorem up front, and every year all you pay
The
is
difference
$20
is
tax
you've
rate.
not bought anything lately. If you have,
Right.
if I'm not knocking you, but I'm saying if you've bought anything lately,
I'm
you
not
would know that.
knocking you.
Well, no, because it's like my bus. My bus tag still cost a lot because I bought it right before everything changed over.
Mhm.
Mm.
So, I mean, excuse me, not the bus. My van. My van was purchased right before everything changed over. So, anyways, it's just one of those things.
Yeah, my fee now every year is $20 just for the tag fee, and that's
Right.
it. And then I went to the place, and they had this machine there that you can use now. It's like an ATM machine to get your tag.
Yeah,
And,
I'm excited about that.
Kiosk.
But I wasn't, because I go there and there's like a $3 or $4 fee tagged onto it.
Yeah, but
And
if I ain't got to
RJ
stand in that damn line.
There was like, for me, there was 4 people in the line.
Yeah,
RJ was
but
in the,
what my point is nobody's going to stand there and argue with the machine. I mean,
I argued with RJ about it.
I get stuck standing there behind somebody that's going, "What do you mean I can't get my tag because I don't have my admissions?" Well,
I hear you.
come
but
on, dude.
On principle, I'm already paying you a tax. I'm coming in there to pay you a damn tax.
Yes, and
then
I
you
do
wanna
agree
hit
with
me
that.
Then you want to hit me for a fee for using the ATM machine thing, whatever it is.
Right.
That's supposedly therefore I'm using, quote fingers, my
convenience. Yes.
Well, RJ happened to be in the office that day, and I just started bitching about it.
Yeah.
And said, this is ridiculous.
Well, how about
If it's here for my convenience, don't charge me for my goddamn convenience.
How about
you should
this
be
one?
paying me.
How about this one? Last year, I go in to get the bus tag, and they said, it's going to be this much because it's a bus. I went, it's an RV. It was a bus, but it's been converted. Who says it's been converted to an RV? I went, in 2013, when you guys made me go meet a police officer over there to get it switched over from the Alabama tag to the Georgia tag, you had to have a police officer meet me over there to verify that it's now considered an RV and not a transit bus. And that's why the title says RV. Well, who told you that it's an RV? I said, you did. And you see the title that you typed? Well, it's a bus, but it says RV. You sent me to meet a cop to verify it's an RV. Well, sir, it says right here it's a bus. I said, on the title that you and we got in an argument. It took 30 minutes for them to go, oh, I see right here where it says converted RV. It says it on the title.
They're never going to make sense. It's never going to make sense. They want to charge me a fee for my convenience instead of giving me a discount for my inconvenience.
Yes.
So, what the hell?
That's right.
All right. Anyway,
it's just like this. One last gripe. It's like when I called the credit card company back when I had a credit card. I tried to pay it over the phone, and their push button crap wasn't working. So I had to get a person on the phone. And the person says, it's going to be a $5 fee. And I went, excuse me, I'm trying to pay you. Your machine isn't working. So you're going to tell me I got to pay a $5 fee. They said, well, it's that or you can pay on the .com. I'm driving down the interstate, lady. So do you want to get paid? Well, I had to be an additional $5. I said, I'm not going to pay you to take my money when I'm trying to pay you.
Yep. And now it's $9.
And that's the same point that you're having with that machine is
well, they know that people in a bind or people in a hurry are probably going to choose to pay the fee, and they can get the extra revenue.
That's right. And they can make the extra money off of us because we're all suckers. Just like I just stupidly said I would pay it so I didn't have to stand in line. Duh. Yeah, I just proved my point that I'm an idiot.
Yeah, I refused to. I stood in line for, I don't know what it was, 10 minutes and refused to pay the damn fee.
Well, it's like me and we're fixing to have an argument over my house because they claim that my house is worth $30,000 more this year than it was last year. Really? Mm-hmm. We got drive-by shootings happening on our street, and you're now telling me that my house is worth more money. How's that possible?
More tax money.
How's it possible?
More tax money.
I know you're saying that, but there's no way possible any of the real estate has gone up around here. There's no way.
Look how many foreclosures there was in this area.
Not counting, we just watched one house 4 houses away auction off for $30,000 because it was basically condemned.
More tax money. More tax money.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, man.
They just,
they just want more money.
Yeah.
Yep. I would challenge that.
Yeah, I'm going to. I think it's if I can't sell it and make any more money off of it, then you can't convince me that it's worth more money.
Crime is down 30%.
Only what's in the books says that our crimes are down 30%.
Crime's down 30%.
So, all right, brother. Well, have a good day.
All right, see you.
All right, bye.
And he's on the radio tonight, isn't
he? Yeah.
Tuesday night,
maybe
7:00.
Depends on the storms. If we're gonna have lightning storms, we got to be careful. I got to check the weather report.
Yeah, I wouldn't look at the radar.
I didn't say the radar. I said the weather report.
I know, but I'm just saying, don't look at the radar because that'll help you make your mind up real fast.
Well,
Oh, yeah,
hopefully
'cause
it'll be
it's-
gone in a couple of hours, maybe. But the way it looks, it's coming from like South Alabama.
Yeah,
Up.
those people are weird down there, baby.
Well, I know Steph's
Is that
married to
LA?
one.
Yeah, Lower Alabama.
Yeah.
Bum.
Why are you looking at me like that? That's what it's called.
It's called. I was rubbing my eye, and something's in my eye. But it's
and Travis is
but
from Georgia.
but it's
Thank
called
you very much.
guilty much because I'm rubbing my eye. You think I'm staring at you?
You was,
Mm.
Oh,
but you was talking
And
about.
you think all them people stare at you in Walmart? Well, they are, but I mean,
they are.
Yeah. You were talking about the charges. Well, you know, anytime you call like Snapping Shoals and
right.
different places, they give you $2. They charge you $2.50 convenience fee, as they call it, to use their automated service.
Isn't that
That's crazy.
special?
Yeah, and then our credit card, they charge $9.95 whether you pay online or whether you pay by the phone.
That's why you don't have a credit
Aw.
card.
Oh yeah, we're paying it off and getting rid of it. But we
I
needed it at the
figure that
time.
if I can't afford it, I probably don't need to be buying it.
Nah,
Yeah.
not me.
No, he likes to put
I mean,
himself in debt.
that's kind of how I look at it. I'm not going to go to Easy Rental. I'm not going to do any of that. If I can't afford it, then I probably don't need to be buying it.
Yeah, I won't go there. Those places. A buddy of mine owns a place. But I'm all about it, man. Credit cards are awesome.
Oh yeah,
Hmm.
They are, man. Load them all up, and then a couple of years down the road, bingo, bango, bongo, go bankrupt, do it again.
Well, to be honest with you, it's kind of funny that you just said that. Back in, I guess it was late 80s, early 90s, this dude who lived with his parents went and charged thousands upon thousands upon thousands of dollars. He went and bought a yellow Corvette.
Little yellow Corvette.
He went and put over $10,000 worth of stereo in it.
Oh, man.
He went and bought TVs for all his buddies, and they gave him cash. He went and bought all these clothes for everybody. They gave him cash, and he went and filed bankruptcy.
Yeah, man.
And then they tried to, the bankruptcy people were screaming, well, we want the car because you bought it with a credit card. And the judge said you can't take his means of transportation.
Yeah, man. Regina
Wow.
Thomas down there, man.
So the boy kept the yellow Corvette with all the stuff he spent,
All the fixings.
all the man. He probably had $50,000 in this Corvette.
Okay, now let me ask you a
Wow.
question. If he did this consciously from day one, knowing he was going to do that,
Knowing he was going to
and
do it,
he worked the system.
wouldn't you consider it a crime?
Oh, well,
You would
no.
think
Premeditated.
I think the guy's brilliant.
Yeah, but I would call that a premeditated crime
I
at
think
that
the-
point.
I think the guy's brilliant.
I would
I
say that
freaking
it's
love him. I'd lick his
theft.
whole face. I think good job. That is
Oh
just
my God.
absolute freaking
So you're
proof.
just condoning
yes.
the
Hey,
way
look,
to beat the system.
we did not. I did not design this system. If we're playing chess and you're not paying attention and I win, you don't like me? What? I don't understand.
You didn't play fair.
Yeah, but this ain't really playing fair when you're actually screwing the system. That's not
Then the system is set up to be screwed.
chess and checkers
Mhm.
is a game of
Do not say two different
of being strategic.
strategery.
But cheating the system is
Man.
just being a crook.
You know how many major players have gone bankrupt?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
we're watching one try to be president and one that screwing the system right now that is trying to be president.
oh, that chick, she's crazy, man. I know who you're talking about. I hate her. I can't stand her.
Do we got any funnies this morning?
Hell no.
So Wendy's plans to install self-service ordering kiosks
Oh yes.
at its
I
restaurants.
love hearing that.
Yeah, that is beautiful.
Because of growing labor costs associated to rising minimum wages.
Yep.
California and New York are both raising minimum wages to $15 per hour over the next several years. The third largest fast food companies says that It will start installing the kiosks this year. They will be in
And it's all the corporate ones that are doing it.
They will be in company-owned outlets, but individual franchises will decide on their own whether to invest in the kiosk. They made the announcement during an earnings call this week. There are more than 6,000 Wendy's, but the majority of them are owned by franchises. The company continues to try to sell off company-owned locations. The company says labor costs have risen 5 to 6% in the past year, partly due to higher labor costs.
So since they're raising it, they're just like, okay, you raise it, and we're just going to cut our employees by half.
And isn't that what we said would happen?
Mm-hmm.
Or either the price of the food.
But the price is still going to go up. I don't care what anybody says.
How can it not?
It's one or two things going to happen.
Mhm.
Either the food quality is going to stay the same and the price will go up, or the food quality is going to have to go down.
I'm sorry.
Way down.
down.
I'm not going to pay $9.
Oh, yes, you will, mister.
For a
You'll
burger at Wendy's
when I can go to Longhorns,
Chili's,
you'll pay.
Or I can go to Ruby Tuesday and I can get a better burger.
Or Longhorns. Are you like boycotting Longhorns?
No, I'm not boycotting Longhorns. Or could go to the Social House and get the Widowmaker.
Man, I still got to get down there and have that.
I want to try it too.
I'm not going to pay $9 for a burger from Wendy's.
No.
I was talking about bankruptcy. Do you realize that Henry Ford went bankrupt and his eventual net worth was $188 billion?
Yeah.
Of course, Trump went Walt Disney went bankrupt.
Right.
Anna Nicole Smith.
Right. But think of like any guy that's really successful has had failure, but he's had to have failure in order to become successful. Mark Zuckerberg, whatever, seems to be the only guy that just all of a sudden brilliantly come up with something.
Well, him and the entire Riyadh family in Saudi Arabia. H.J. Heinz, the ketchup folks.
Yep.
He ended up being worth $400 million.
Isn't that something?
Yeah. I didn't know George Foreman actually went bankrupt. I knew Mike Tyson did. But I didn't know George Foreman actually went bankrupt. But he ended up, because of the grill, $300 million net worth. Bob Guccione, you know who he is. And guys know, girls don't. You know who Guccione is? Founder of Penthouse.
Oh
yeah. He went bankrupt, and he eventually was worth $400 million. My girl Kim Basinger.
Amanda Holyfield went bankrupt.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Holyfield. I couldn't remember Holyfield's name all of a sudden, but I was gonna say I know he's had to.
Did you know that Kim ended up?
Not only did he lose his ear, he lost his house.
Wow,
his nice house.
Man, Kim was eventually, her net worth is $250 million. Isn't she married to what's his name? Was married to the dude,
Alec Baldwin.
The founder of Piggly Wiggly, Clarence Saunders, he went bankrupt. I didn't know that Piggly Wiggly became Safeway.
I didn't either.
Piggly Wiggly. All right. Well, he's worth $180 million. Hershey, founder of the Hershey candy bar, and all associated jokes. $150 million. He went bankrupt a long time ago. Larry King. I didn't know he went bankrupt.
MC Hammer went bankrupt.
Yeah, well, Hammer did it to himself, unfortunately.
Yeah, he had all that.
He's trying to help all of his friends, and some stuff he just can't
TLC was actually.
I mean, it was sad. They lost Left Eye, and then they lost the girl. Sorry. I just had to go there. It's a joke. Get over yourself.
The founder of GM and Chevrolet, he went bankrupt. Ulysses S. Grant, happened to be a military guy. And, the president. Francis Ford Coppola, the film director.
Wow, really?
I didn't know he went bankrupt. Of course, you had said Isaac and MC. Isaac Hayes, he ended up being worth a little change there. MC Hammer, he's coming back.
Didn't Marvin Gaye go bankrupt before he was killed?
I don't know. Wayne Newton. I think everybody knew about Wayne Newton.
Yeah.
His was a tax thing or something, wasn't it? Burt Reynolds. He went bankrupt. P.T. Barnum from Barnum and Bailey's.
Wow.
Yeah, he went bankrupt.
Hmm.
Fleetwood Mick Fleetwood went
Yeah, I
bankrupt.
knew about that one.
Randy Quaid,
Randy Quaid, he is on. Well, he's on this weird kick the last year or so from drug addiction, police, and bad checks.
Yeah, he thinks people are after him. He thinks aliens are after
Well,
him.
I think the whole mental thing from when he did Independence Day is really who he is now.
Man, that's awesome. Well, he was also in the National Lampoon movies with Chevy Chase. He was funny. Stan Lee, of course, founder of Marvel.
Yeah, I just watched that Captain America Civil War, and that was amazing.
Was it good? Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. Abe Lincoln.
To know that he wrote all those characters, that's just like, wow.
I watched Deadpool the other day again. I like that movie. It's funny.
It is funny.
Abraham Lincoln. I think we knew about him. John Connolly, who was the governor of Texas a couple years back. Heidi Fleiss.
Well done.
The madam, yeah, she still has
Charlie Sheen told on her.
Still has my phone number. Perez Hilton, I think we know who his sister is.
He is such a weirdo.
Yeah, he's a blogger. Wild Bill, Buffalo Bill, the showman. He went bankrupt. Another president, William McKinley, back in the late 18s. Let's see, Jerry Lee Lewis. I never knew he went bankrupt.
I was gonna say I would have never known that either.
And his eventual net, I have more than he does, so I'm not even gonna. And Benedict Arnold, the Major General, the turncoat. Wow, he went bankrupt. 1779, he went bankrupt. So the bankruptcy court's been around a long time, huh?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize that. Didn't know. But okay, so it's a financial option, obviously. So yeah, I'm not going to get mad at people that play the system. Look, if you are doing everything you can and you go bankrupt, that's what it's there for.
That's right. That's what it's there for.
But if you have planned it all out since day one,
yeah, but what makes
I got respect for that?
Here's the catch. What makes it? I guess what makes it bad for people, and this is a guess, because I was going to say what makes it bad is if us poor folks have to do it, and a rich guy has to do it. Why is he not entitled, but we are? But then you have these other people go, if he's a millionaire, you're hearing about 50 Cent that's supposed to be filing bankruptcy, but yet he was still hanging out at strip clubs blowing money, and everybody's like, well, he still got money, but one of his businesses that he owned was filing bankruptcy, not him personally.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
But yet the way they say it, 50 Cent's declaring bankruptcy, but yet he's spending all of this money at the strip club. No, a business that he owned was what he was trying to declare bankruptcy on. Because he owns part of Vitamin Water. I mean, he's got his, he had shoes, he has all the sorts of stuff.
You don't like that Vitamin Water stuff?
I do here and there. I drink it here and there.
I don't.
It causes me heartburn sometimes.
I really haven't. That's the thing about all these energy drinks and stuff like that is it's hard to find a flavor that you like. I know that I had a
tangerine one.
Tangerine, really? I like tangerines. Okay, here's the thing. I love pomegranates, real pomegranates, and whatchamacallit, there used to be an energy drink called Rip It, and it had a pomegranate flavor. It was delicious. Other than that, I haven't found a pomegranate juice that
you liked.
Have you seen that crazy looking bottle that's nothing but pure pomegranate juice? It's really expensive.
No, I have not.
Palm, yeah. It's really expensive.
Mike has seen his palm several times.
Jeez, it is really potent stuff. They say that's that kind of stuff is really good for you. That's what I'm trying to do here lately is, what? I think maybe that's why I might be sleeping better. I drink 64 ounces of water a day. I have this, it looks like a little water cooler. And the deal is every day I fill it up and it sits in the freezer. And then when I get home, I take it out. And during the course of the day, I drink on it and I try to finish it up. So 64 ounces
Here's my
of
problem.
water a day.
Ever since I got this nice, beautiful blue cup from Rob's Performance, because of my throat, always, even if I'm not thirsty, I'm always drinking this because it keeps my stuff ice cold. Well, my problem is that even though I keep making my throat cold, especially while we're doing shows, I'm drinking excessively. So last night I probably got up 6 times in the middle of the night to go pee, but it's because I had made a cup full of crushed ice and, did my whole Mio mix with that cherry Mio and then a little bit of cherry Pepsi, but mostly water.
Yeah.
But the problem is by the time you drink 2 or 3 of these and they're super cold, man, because this cup keeps it super cold. You're not thinking about, even though you're trying to keep your throat cold and it feels so good, you're still consuming water.
Oh, yeah.
And I got up and peed all night long. Crystal's like, every commercial you get up to pee. I'm like, I need to put the cold drink down.
No, and you know what? You're getting older, Scotty, and there's this little thing
You're
back
a dick.
there.
You're really going to go there?
Did you just call me a male genital?
You're an a-hole. Are you really going to go there?
Look,
I'm trying to say
older.
that I'm drinking excessively. You're like, well, you're getting older. Now you're going to start talking about my prostate, aren't you?
Yeah, that's what I was fixing to say.
Oh, my
It
God.
happens,
Talk
brother.
about his prostate.
It happens.
What that loose prostate of yours this morning?
That wasn't a prostate.
That was an anal gland.
That was definitely.
Let's go to a commercial, everybody. We're getting a little gross. We'll be back. It's 9:09.
You are. Aw, somebody. Do they still have that? I guess they do. A little carriage ride down in Savannah. Oh, it's so cute.
Yeah.
Getting married in the
carriage.
little. Yeah, that's a.
Mhm.
That a girlfriend. I saw a guy riding a bicycle, and his girl back part of it. It's like a 2-seater. Get this. Instead of holding on and being straight, she was holding on, but she had her head to the side. Oh man, what it must be like to be in love.
Shit. Overrated.
Ate some Mexican food this weekend at the. What do you think about? Oh, man, don't be walking off. I'm trying to show you something.
You.
I didn't even notice, man. Early awake now. I mean, I realize it's going to be relatively. Well, see, that's got a lot of white in it, though. Remember, the other one had the American flag hanging off the cross members. This has got it wrapped around.
What you should really do, instead of getting that to look red and white, it should be flag color.
Yellowish almost.
Yes, because that'll blend in better. In other words, you can shoot red or you can shoot white in there, but you won't have to worry about it being
white. Yeah. See, because that, I don't know, maybe I just.
But I know guys all the time and get red, white, and stuff put it on their arms and don't.
I would have to see some white.
I don't think you can see the white in mine anymore.
Ken always, man, he was like.
The yellow, you can't see the yellow in mine.
Let's see if you can see. Had a bunch of eagles. His last name's Eagle. He just
Freaking people with these cool last names. Buddy of mine's last name Browning had another Winchester, freaking Remington. My brother was talking about changing. We were never really mad. He's like trying to get his passport. That's not going to happen.
you have a.
I do like the ultraviolet thing. That's pretty.
What, the ones that glow under the
Yeah.
black light?
That just can't be healthy, man.
And that's what I was about to say. But my friends got some.
Really?
Walk
around with a UV light. I got a UV flashlight, so.
No, we went somewhere.
That's cool. This chick's got a little white feather right here. How about the eyeball crap, man?
Hell no. No.
Come on, when people tattoo the white.
Yeah, that's disgusting. But yeah, I forgot my friend had those tattoos that glow in the dark, and we went somewhere. I think it might have been up at Fusion.
They don't approve that, by the way.
Yeah.
The national.
And she was like one of the first ones to get it.
Because I wanted to do it until they started saying that it's not good for you.
Yeah, she was like one of the first ones to get it done. Because I had never heard of it until she got it. And it freaked me out when we were at I believe it was Fusions we were at when we were watching David Allen Coe, and the black light came on. And
going back live with more important stuff. Hey, and we're back.
I just, I'm looking through a bunch of tattoos here, and there's very few that have the color white that seem to work. So, yeah, probably have to do something different, which is cool. I'm giving it some thought.
So the Food and Drug Administration is warning doctors that the drugs exposed in a Channel 2 investigation are too risky for many common infections.
Say that again.
I was about to say, damn, you lost me. I thought it was just
so
me.
lost. Yeah.
I thought it was me. I'm sorry.
It ain't just you, because I'm like going,
Okay.
what is she actually saying in English?
The Food and Drug Administration is warning doctors that the drugs exposed in a Channel 2 consumer investigation are too risky for many common infections. The agency will require new labels on fluoroquinolone antibiotics, including the drug levofloxacin. And that's how they said it this morning.
Levofloxacin.
I think Stephanie just made that one up.
The weird part is the way you read these. I know you're
Levofloxacin.
trying to read it like how the reporters tried to hang you in there,
Yeah.
but we're like, what the hell is she talking about?
Well, there was an individual, a man, his name is Jeff Stevens. He had a severe sinus infection. He went to the doctor. He was put on an antibiotic.
Yeah, I was seeing this on the news this morning. I didn't make sense. No, yeah, it makes sense now. Keep going. I'm sorry.
The levoflox.
Just say the
Now I
drug
can't
that we're
say it
talking
now.
about. The drug in question.
He was prescribed.
Sounds like somebody saying Volkswagen.
Farfanugan.
He was prescribed the drug for a sinus infection, and it ended up putting him in a wheelchair. He had an adverse reaction to it, apparently, and he's in a wheel. Something just happened.
Well, there you go.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, side effects from 7 pills of the medication, because he only took 7 pills of the medication left Stevens permanently disabled. It severely damaged his nervous system and put him in a wheelchair. And that's stuff that the FDA regulated.
Weird.
Yeah, and that's stuff that's supposed to be good for you. You would not think that an antibiotic would make you disabled, because that's just supposed to.
But the
fight off
problem is
infection.
the problem is every person's body,
Their immunity,
DNA, everything is different in every person. So what may work on 99% of the people may be harmful for a 1%er.
Yeah. It's just scary because here, this man,
look at you.
Sick.
Not everybody can make out with their cousins and survive.
He was sick and he went to the doctor.
No comment, Mike.
Was put on an antibiotic, and now he's in a wheelchair for the rest of his life. That's just crazy.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, please don't try to this time.
I don't have a freaking clue what you're talking about. You lost me altogether. I'm serious. I'm lost. You might have to send out search and rescue. I'm so lost. I apologize.
How about I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about, Mike?
Yeah.
I thought I fixed it. I thought I went back and explained it enough.
It could be me. It's not me.
Do I need to dumb it down?
No. Okay. Let's just paraphrase
okay,
this and make it make sense. A dude was given an antibiotic that is supposed to be FDA regulated.
Right.
Right.
Okay. Gotcha.
Apparently, his body did not agree with yo boy's substance here, and he had an allergic reaction to it.
Okay.
That has now caused him to be paralyzed.
Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah. All right. I'm tracking. Got you. That
Steph,
was easy.
Steph, without looking, listen. I'm gonna make sure this looks right on video when I say it.
Lord.
Look at me and tell me in just a plain Jane Stephanie way about how you went to the grocery store yesterday.
I didn't go to the grocery
Please
store
don't go. Just play along, Stephanie.
God.
So I got in the Blazer. I put my key in the ignition, turned it on, drove down the road, went to Kroger, got chicken, and paid for it, and then came back home.
Mike, Stephanie says she went to Kroger and went and got some chicken.
A lot quicker, a lot easier, and quite frankly, easier to understand.
Left out all the useless nonsense that went along with it.
Yes.
What you do is you hit the highlights, not the Miller.
That's high life, thank you.
Yeah.
High life
She's
life.
just correcting
The
fact that you have
about it.
The fact that you feel
The need.
you had to correct me on that.
And yes, Alex just
You
He
hit the
just
highlight,
posted-
not the Miller. And she's like, that's life. Okay, Steph.
Not bad.
the quit smoking drug Chantix has the side effects suicidal thoughts and completed suicide, and the FDA approved it. Over 5,000 suicides so far. And yes, Alex, I too almost tried that when I was trying to quit smoking, and I found out that it was causing people to commit
So
suicide.
how about this? With that being said, I knew a girl that was trying to quit smoking, so she put on a patch. It tells you, do not sleep with the patch, but it doesn't say why. It just says on the package, do not sleep with the patch. So with that being said, she did. So for a month, there was these weird, like, it wasn't like every night she slept with this, but for like a month, you just keep hearing these weird things of her coming out of her mouth about, man, I had this weird dream last night. Well, then I had this weird dream, like, you know, I killed somebody, and I mean, you just kept hearing all these weird stories of these dreams this chick was having.
Wow.
So then she started kind of, you know, when you're not really paying attention, you don't think about it. But then all of a sudden she started going, you know, after everybody kept talking about why was I having these weird dreams, I started kind of paying attention to what had happened the night before.
Mhm.
Did that did I watch a movie? What triggered it? So then she started kind of going, it seems like every time I wear these patches and I forget to take them off, I have like these weird dreams. Well, then it kind of goes back to she starts talking to other people that recommended her to use these patches, and these people start telling the same story. Mind you, on the box it says, do not go to sleep with the patch on.
Mhm.
But it doesn't say, may cause you to load a gun and try to kill your relatives. But
Wow.
apparently it was making all these same people in the Newton County area at the time this was happening. They were all buying, at the time it was Eckerd's, now it's Rite Aid's. At the time, everybody was buying these Nicorette patches or whatever.
Mhm.
But nobody ever put 1 and 2 together because the warning label did not say, may cause you to chop somebody's head off. But all these people started having all these weird stories. Like, so all these people that I knew that were all trying the same thing to stop smoking, and every one of them was on the same patch because they were bragging about how much cheaper it was to be on the patch than it was to smoke. But every one of them story kind of went the same direction.
Well, I was on I suffer from insomnia.
No.
Yeah, you suffer from a lot of stuff. I don't know who's lying to you.
Well, I was on a medication to help me go to sleep at night and to stay asleep. And I was on it, I guess, maybe about a month or so. And I kept finding empty plates around the house or empty.
Keep going, Stephanie, because I am dying to know where this is going to go.
Or empty.
Come on, Mike. You know you are.
Empty packs of like
Ketchup.
no, not ketchup, but
Come on.
you know, just different
Come on.
food
Mayonnaise.
items that
Come
were
on, give it to
empty
us.
all over the place. And then
Oh God, here it comes.
Come
there
on.
was
Come on,
one
Steph, hurry
morning.
up.
I'm trying. There was one morning.
One morning,
Travis
at band
Travis found the French onion dip in the microwave.
Mhm.
And when he reached in there and got it out, he looked and there was a piece of a steak in it. And apparently when I was taking this medicine, I was getting up in the middle of the night and sleep eating and not knowing it. And I was
This
doing
is awesome,
crazy.
dude. This is like awesome.
I was eating crazy stuff because apparently I was taking my steak and dipping it in the French onion dip, and then I would put like odd things back in the refrigerator. Like one day I put the sugar in the refrigerator, and he found that.
Okay, pause. Okay, so so what Stephanie's saying here is she was taking a weird narcotic
Yes.
that was causing her to sleepwalk.
Sleepwalk and eat. Yes.
Okay.
There's the moral of the story.
The moral of the story is,
And not remember any of it.
Just saying.
yeah.
Yeah. Apparently I did some crazy crap.
You
taking
think?
it.
Yeah, let's not get carried away with that stuff.
I
I'm just-
love it. This is
I'm
amazing
just
when you
serious.
get Stephanie to explain stuff.
I'm gonna go with definitely interesting.
Yeah. My
This
Yeah.
one time in
Choice
band
of-
camp, you wasn't even in band. Well, but I drove by it once.
No, I used to play clarinet. I was in band camp.
Well, we know that you played with a flute.
But
No, it's the clarinet. They're bigger.
Oh my God.
Stephanie, don't,
What are y'all talking about?
yeah, just leave it alone.
Hey, at least
Stephanie.
it wasn't a trombone.
Did she just say
Trombone.
tram?
a tramp boner.
Hold on, I gotta write this down. Tram.
Oh,
Or a
my
saxophone.
Oh my God, Stephanie,
Tram.
Stephanie.
Boom. All right there, Stephanie. You got one in the books today. Good for you.
Tram
That should have been two because
oh my
I said
God.
percolating earlier.
Yeah, well.
Or did you not write that down?
No, I didn't write down percolating
Oh, my
because,
God.
I mean, percolating is percolating. That's the way Herman Cain says it, percolating.
Okay.
All righty then. That's scary on so many levels. I'm not going to be able to look at a school band again with a straight face. Hey, you over there with the trombone.
Is that a transgender that plays that?
Yeah, some kid's
It's a trombone.
Some kid's going to look at me and go, what do you want?
How much?
What?
How much you wanting on that?
Yeah. Dun, dun, dun.
Why do I feel that we are just horrible people?
Why would you say that?
Trombone. I'm just, oh my God, Stephanie.
It's a new shape.
It's when you blow and slide it.
Oh,
Shut
Shut
up,
it.
Stephanie.
That's how you change the tone.
Stephanie, we know exactly how a trombone is played,
Yeah.
but you, on the other hand, have taken this a little disgusting.
Yeah.
No, y'all did.
No.
Y'all are having it in y'all's head that it's that way,
I
and
don't
that's
have a
not how I
trombone
said
in my
it.
head. I don't have a trombone anywhere near my head.
Jeez Louise.
There
Can
are
we go to a
rules.
commercial? Let's go to a commercial because we need to get off this subject.
Yeah.
Yes.
Any let's please, if we can, let's like come up with something.
Oh, I got a new story that
Okay.
when we come back.
No more
has
tramp bones.
It
I
has to
think-
do with Google Fiber.
Okay, let's talk about that when we
I
get
want
right
to talk
back.
about the new first lady.
Okay, we'll be right back.
The new first lady.
Man. She is hot. God, I'm going to be so involved in politics the next week. Okay, so yesterday, Hillary talks about putting Bill in charge of revitalizing the economy. We do know that this guy was impeached for lying to Congress, right?
Yeah.
And now we're going to put revitalizing the economy. Please, is there a Democrat? Does anybody know a Democrat?
No, I don't hang out with him.
Jimmy Carter. But he's already been a president.
Nor do you.
Yeah.
No, I don't know him on a personal
Daphne's
level.
like,
No.
You know one? Yep, I sure do.
Whatever.
Whatever. Nikki.
Look at that. Ride motorcycles up to it and look, you get to hang out. Let's see.
That's pretty.
Shows you a map. Nash Vegas.
Oh, that's not far.
Hey, a good day. But is that not cool? Go up there and camp.
Oh, you bring your dog?
I don't know.
Oh, we don't want you reading. Hey,
You're a dick.
you're a
saying,
dick.
If you want to read, if you want to know about your dog, you would have
You're
to
a
read
dick.
that. You'd have to go read all that.
Keep your hands
I
free.
just cannot believe
It says
you.
right there. Keep your hands free because you're a dick.
Can I bring my dog? I don't know, Mike. Go
Not
read.
suitable for small children. Keep your hands free. What do you want me to go to, Scotty? God, is this some kind of middle school? Pool floats are not allowed. What the hell? Look at all these rules. Oh my God. No, I'm not going here. Alcoholic beverages not allowed in the park? Nope.
Yeah, but you can take your dog. Just got to
Pets
be
are
on
allowed.
a leash and under control.
Oh, screw that.
And you got to remember. You got to
Screw
remember
that.
to clean up after her.
Yeah, what? No. Out in the freaking woods. You know what? People take these little areas that are so nice and they turn them into these type of like little parks or resorts and they ruin them. Have you ever seen, in Jamaica, there's like only one public beach in Jamaica. The law is if you buy like the hotel on the beach, then you own the beach and you can keep people off of it. So you can't walk down the beach in Jamaica. Isn't that stupid? That's what's going on in this world. Did you know that?
What?
When you buy like a hotel or a house in Jamaica, you own the beach.
Jamaica man.
You can keep people from walking on your property. Doesn't that suck? There's one public beach.
The problem is nobody owns water. So they must go out there and measure when it's at low tide how much sand's out there.
Well, how do you keep people that live in Jamaica? They can't walk on the beaches.
But from what I heard, boy, you turn every corner down there, somebody's standing on the corner wanting to sell you some ganja.
Sometimes you are so freaking funny.
Her conversation has always got to go straight to the ganja.
I tell you what, I don't.
They need to legalize it.
I don't. Well, down there
it is. They have it growing. I mean, you can see it growing wild.
She had a lot to do with helping us take care of it. I learned a lot about Jamaica.
Jamaica man.
That look, that dark. That scares me.
That's because they smoked a good sheet.
Have you ever known anybody like that? You ever known somebody who you never really saw do any drugs or drink, but you knew that they were like wasted all the time?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that crazy? You look at the radar, by the way.
Alex says it's going to be done in Everwood.
That's what I was looking
Okay.
at. Is it looked like it's going to be gone.
He just wants to do his shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't blame him. Variable speed.
AC guy claimed. I'll come back. Depending on the weather is why I say it like that. He was going to come and
Security guy's phone. Oh, I've got like three proposals. Whatever you want to call it. And I want to talk to him about,
we'll talk after.
Okay.
And then.
All
right. So, Steph, you have a real story.
Yes. Some Douglas County residents say they're victims twice over. Google Fiber says a contractor damaged a water line at the Millwood Park Apartments. It flooded homes and people lost thousands of dollars worth of items. Some are still displaced weeks later. Some residents say they have not been reimbursed for food, hotel stays, and damaged property. LaWanda Wilson will never forget April 25th when Google Fiber tells Claus a contractor busted a water line. Wilson says water poured into her apartment for at least 45 minutes. They had pumped out 600 gallons of water, and that was just 15 minutes of them being in the apartment. Wilson took photos to show the ceiling collapsed. She says her family lost most of its possessions.
Apparently, they must have hit like a main pipe that fed the whole building or something.
They'll be freaking suing everybody.
Yeah.
3 weeks later, Wilson and her kids are still staying in a hotel. It's like no one really cares because we're the small people in this whole incident.
Aww.
Small people. But it is a true story. I mean, it's true. Nobody gives a crap about these people. Right. Because the problem is this. Google Fiber wants to say, we didn't do the work. We contracted it out. But technically, it doesn't matter who you contracted it to. You are still ultimately responsible because it's your business. It'd be no different than if I had a construction business and I subbed out the brick mason stuff to a brick mason. When the people go to sue, I'm getting sued and so's the brick mason. And then it ultimately falls on me, and then it'd be ultimately up to me to go after the brick mason to get back whatever loss I have to take because of the first lawsuit against me. But you are the one that hired the contractor, so then you are the one responsible for any damages that he does.
Yep. She said Google started footing the bill after her husband called the company 3 days after the incident. The apartment complex only offered a one-night stay in a temporary apartment. It has been very stressful, Wilson said. Wilson's next-door neighbor says he also had to pay out of pocket for a hotel. He says his wife is at the hospital about to have a baby. And with me having a newborn, I don't really want to bring my child into an apartment that has the potential for mold. Bleh.
And Alex, you're asking a question that's backwards from the point I was making. Whether or not I requested the brick mason to carry his own insurance or not, I would still be responsible because I would be the one performing the work. Whether I physically performed the work or not, it would be the work I was hired to perform. It's no different than it'd be no different than any subcontractor. You know, if I'm hired to do something, if I was the company hired to do it, if Stephanie hired me to come in and remodel her house, if I brought in part of the remodel, I bring in a plumber. Yes, I could, in theory, go down the list and sue the plumber for any damages that I have to repair or replace. But ultimately, when Stephanie goes to sue, I'm the contractor, I'm the construction contractor, the general contractor that would be the one being sued. It'd be up to me to sue who I hired.
And he's asking, why didn't the apartment dwellers have renter's insurance? Even if they had renter's insurance, that's still not going to put them up in a place to stay while their apartment's getting redone, right?
Depends on how your policy's written.
Oh, I didn't think it would cover for.
Again, it depends on how your policy. It's all in the way it's written.
I mean, yeah,
you may be paying extra a month on renter's insurance just for that part of the clause. I mean, you may. I mean, you would have to talk to your insurance person about that.
Karen.
Yeah.
Karen
with a car in it. Karen.
Car in the driveway.
That's how she
That's
tells you to
how
remember.
she tells you to remember her name.
R and in the driveway. Okay.
But I mean, still, that would definitely cover their merchandise or their stuff, their property. But still, yeah, I guess like you said, depending on how
it's all written,
whether or not
yeah,
it
because
would cover their stay.
Because if you hired me as a general contractor to remodel your house, it would be me and you that had the signed contract.
Yep.
Whoever I brought in. I
Right,
am responsible for them.
Yeah, that's why
You're going to sue me.
Yeah,
it'd be up to me to sue them, but I'm ultimately the one that will be sued.
Because there's some contracts that won't allow you to have a subcontract.
Yeah.
I mean, because they don't want to get into.
They don't want to get into that sort of stuff.
Because a lot of times these shady, let's say, second and third or cascading contractors is what they call them because it goes down. A lot of these guys are fly by night.
Yeah,
and they get the money and they do shoddy work, or they.
Well, for instance, we did Classic Cadillac, the company I was working for back then, early '90s. We did, or late '90s rather. We did Classic Cadillac on Roswell Road. Classic Cadillac paid the general contractor. That's who his contract was with.
Right.
We as subcontractors worked under the general contractor. The general contractor was taking the draws from Classic Cadillac, was taking the money at the end of the job, was completely paid, but didn't pay any of the subcontractors.
Oh man.
So this general contractor drug it out for 3 years in court.
They do that.
And ended up paying 1 nickel on every dollar.
I believe it, dude.
Because hey, if you want any money, this is all you're getting. And they drug it out and drug it out and drug it out. Yeah, but we couldn't go after Classic Cadillac because we had no agreement with Classic Cadillac. Our written contracts was with the general contractor.
We used to do a lot of like new homes when they were done. We'd go in and pressure wash the driveways because it'd have all the the mud and junk like that. It'd need a really good big pressure washer. We'd bring in the big pumps.
And see, Alex is saying I wouldn't bring in anybody that I didn't know had insurance, which is true. I agree with you.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. It's just because they have insurance or just because you even know them in that industry, dude, these guys freaking
20 years, Bubba, 20 years of work and in the electrical field and then remodeling as well.
We would get screwed by people we've known for freaking 20 years.
I'm telling you, this company that screwed us, but it was one of my best friends that owned the electrical business, and I watched him get screwed. I mean, that's just the world that it is.
Yeah. One of my brothers has been painting for like 20 something years, and the other one has owned his own business for probably close to 30 years. And they would just tell you horror stories. One of them paints. He's an amazing home painter. And when he comes in your house, he does these amazing trim works and all this other stuff. So it's expensive. You would, if you're just going to paint a house, is Alex going nuts because he knows them.
No.
What you call it? If, it gets expensive when somebody comes in and does custom painting inside your house.
Right.
And then, so what are you going to do after you paint somebody's house like that? And you go, okay, here's your bill. And they go, oh, well, we have to wait till the insurance pays us. Or, we had a car payment come up and we have 2 Mercedes. Yeah. And you just, what do you do? You're going to take them to court over painting the inside of their house. And then
you just go put a lien on their house.
Yeah, but they just don't care.
I know. But at the point that you're not going to get paid, put a lien on their house because you already know you're not going to get paid.
Yeah.
And some people go, well, if they declare bankruptcy, they're not going to pay you. Well, you're right. They don't. Yeah. And yes, your screwing goes on to somebody else because before the house can sell, the lien has to be paid. Which means the bank, unfortunately, gets screwed.
Yeah,
but
so far down the line,
you get paid. Yeah. So it's kind of that catch-22. It's a horrible thing to do.
Well, to kind of change the subject, you guys hear about what the boys doing down there at the new Atlanta Falcons Stadium?
Have no clue. Wait a minute. Is it about the food?
It's about the food.
What is it called?
The Mercedes-Benz Stadium. It's still more than a year away from being open to the public. But
I wasn't making a joke about you being the fat guy.
Yes, you were.
making
Can we go back to the girl in the bikini?
Yeah, because that just totally destroys everything that we were looking at.
Man, I can't help it. I enjoy seeing beautiful women.
Yeah, but
what is wrong with that? Why does that bother you?
Because I expect
Yeah.
you to be more professional, more adult. That
adult
while you're in a story and I'm scrolling Facebook, I don't picture you to be squirrel. I don't.
I don't get to see a squirrel. I mean,
you're an idiot.
But
you are trying to get a nut, right?
Yes, it's my world.
Oh my God. Look, it's the first family.
Yeah.
All right, now go back to what you were saying.
Well, Karin just answered real quick on what we were asking.
I knew she would.
Yes, most renters insurance policies offer coverage if your house/apartment is not up to the standard of living. They will cover additional living expenses while your house is being fixed.
And let me just tell you why you always have renter's insurance. My daughter's boyfriend and his father moved into a friend of theirs' house, and they rented the mother-in-law suite. They've lived there for X number of months. They came home from a funeral, and the house was gone. It caught on fire. So the homeowner's going to make his.
Oh, yeah.
But they are out every possession they own. And they've now found another place to live. And they've just now got a bed and just now got a couch. But they're out clothes. Everything they own is gone.
Yeah.
And they may or may not, the homeowner may or may not help them a little bit. Because unfortunately, you do realize that whether they were your friends or are your friends, y'all probably won't be friends when this is over.
Yeah, whenever money gets involved.
Because when money gets involved, people want to treat you like crap. I know. I took a check from somebody and it made them believe they can speak to me like I was dirt. Anytime you put money involved, there's no such thing as friendships anymore. Not really.
Wow.
Right.
Really? That's interesting.
You should be able to go business is business and friendship's friendship. You should be able to see the difference.
The day that you start signing my paychecks, we'll feel good.
The day you're worth handing a paycheck, we'll talk.
That went bad.
You're drunk.
That went bad fast.
Yeah,
the day that you are worth giving more than pocket lint to, then you're look. I already feed you.
See, that's what I was gonna say. So.
Let's be realistic here.
I kind of clothe you because I make sure I take you to all these events where you get free shirts. Hell, you're wearing one now.
Yeah, actually, I paid for this one.
The pilot didn't even get.
What about the other three that you got?
Okay,
we
only got two, and we paid for both of them.
Trust me, I paid.
At the new Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta.
Let's go back to the Mercedes-Benz Stadium and the food. Was it kiosks is what they're trying to call it?
No. The prices are insane, but they're insane in a good way. We're talking about $2 for sodas, hot dogs, pretzels.
$5 for like a little small beer they were talking about.
$3 for waffle fries. Pizza slices, not just $5 for a 12-ounce domestic beer. A cheeseburger. Come on, this is good stuff. These are great prices. And get this. Leave your change in your wallet. The prices are rounded up intentionally to include tax. That sounds very European, if you ask me. So fans can pay with paper currency and not have to worry about getting coins back as change. Now get this. Sodas, self-serve, come with their free refills. Isn't that cool? Several local restaurants
and you don't have to buy a certain size to get the free refills.
No, this can be self-serve. It's all the same size. I think that's a great idea too. Yeah, and you don't have to deal with the cost involved in buying all the different cups.
Well, the reason I was asking, and I don't mean to keep interrupting.
Then stop.
When you go to like Six Flags, you buy the souvenir cup and you can get the free refills.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that's why I was asking if it was a certain size or
no, apparently not. Apparently not. Several restaurants have signed their contracts to sell their food, which I think is cool. And then, the other thing too is to have like theme oriented. So like if the Falcons are playing, I don't know, Dallas, that we have something that's, Texas related. I thought always thought that was a good idea. Also healthy options will be available. I mean, you don't really go to a game to eat celery and carrots, but there'll be some organic and some fresh stuff there for those crazy, wild, gluten-free people.
Like, Booker, are you trying to speak?
You trying to speak Reckoningese?
Yeah. Well, I mean, so
I don't know. That's why I was trying to figure out what the hell you just said.
I think that's pretty cool. I tell you the honest goodness truth. I think that's pretty cool. And Blank is notably one of the more interactive owners that's trying to get his community back involved. Which here again, guys, like you're talking about, there's a person. Look, if I owned a hotel, okay, and Steph,
it would be called Skankies or Us.
Well, it'd be the $3 a month.
It'd be called Linger Along.
Prices back in the 70s, but you got to dress like you're from the 70s. How about that?
If you had a hotel, it'd be called Backdoor.
If I owned a hotel and I knew you, Steph, and your house burned down, you lost everything. You know what? I'd give you a place to stay until you got,
Dude, don't lie.
What happened to people helping and actually being normal to other human beings? It's gone, man.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
it is. And but see, now what people would think is, oh wow, yeah, my friend's place just burned down, I'll give them a room, but I can claim it on my taxes.
Yeah,
but I got to get them to sign
it's
something shady.
Yeah,
so,
charitable.
I hate that it's that way. I really do. I hate that it's that way. I wish it was. I wish my kids didn't have to grow up in that kind of crap. Though I got to tell you, Alex was talking with my son at the bite night, and I mean, my son, he really surprised
me. In a Catholic
me.
priest sort of way?
No, well, that's what we were joking about. We're like, just because he has an English accent doesn't make him a padre.
Quit calling me a father.
No, but Alex asked my son about the transgender bathroom thing. And my son just looked at him and went, oh, doesn't matter. I mean, we don't care. The students don't care.
And it's funny that you bring that up because I actually had that
segue.
Story a Georgia lawmaker is calling on state attorney generals across the country to fight the Obama administration's directive on public school restrooms. So, Monday, the state's largest school districts.
I'm sorry. I was trying to give a straight face and I couldn't hold it any longer. It was like trying to hold that fart Mike was trying to hold. It just couldn't. I couldn't. I'm sorry.
Monday, the state's largest school district said it plans to not comply with the directive handed down from President Barack Obama over transgender students and bathroom use. Every public school district in the country received a letter from the Obama administration Friday directing them to allow transgender students to use school restrooms that match their gender identity or be in violation of federal law. The letter, described as guidance by the administration, is not legally binding, but suggests that if schools deny transgender students the right to use the restroom of their choice, they would be non-compliant with the federal law known as Title IX.
Title
IX. If they are in violation, they could lose federal funding or face a federal lawsuit.
How sick and twisted it is that you're being forced to do something, or we take away your cookies.
Cookies.
Although it's not exactly what the president ordered, Gwinnett County Public Schools posted a statement on the district's website Monday saying they would provide a gender-neutral bathroom for transgender students. After carefully considering the issue...
That's not funny, Mike. Quit.
Okay, so now we got to build a whole new bathroom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go to one manners.
I think it's easier. Just build another bathroom.
One manners.
Well, no,
because because here's my opinion. With this part being said, what if you have a boy that goes into the bathroom and he feels that he gets bullied all the time, whether he's a transgender or not? Let's just quit calling them transgenders bathrooms or Bruce Jenner's bathrooms. Let's just start calling them one manners. Mike's giggling over there. Did you not catch when I said genders where I was going?
I did. Well, you said I thought you said just a bad gender, but you were talking about gender.
Yeah, I was trying to go there.
Is Caitlyn keeping her back? I heard there's a rumor about switching back. I'm telling, I heard that.
Stay on the focus part.
Okay.
So at least then, anybody that's being bullied, that's my whole thing that's really pissed me off over the last couple of days, and I've been trying to keep quiet over, is instead of us creating bathrooms for transgenders, why don't we just say for anybody that has low self-esteem or feels, Mike, don't look at me like that. I'll explain what I'm trying to say because that probably came out wrong. But anybody that has low self-esteem or has been bullied. No, because
you said people with low self-esteem.
You're not catching what I'm saying. Do you not remember? Can you stop? Do you not remember in high school the boys that wouldn't go stand at the stand-up urinals? Because back in our high school days, we didn't have dividers between the stand-up urinals. How many guys do you remember that wouldn't pee next to another guy and they would go stand in a stall?
I don't remember any of them.
Oh, whatever. Don't act like this is new to you. There's people, how many times you go into a bathroom, there's 3 urinals, and if 2 guys go in the bathroom, one goes left, one goes right. Nobody pees in the middle one.
Well,
I know I do it sometimes because I feel
you're a homophobe, and you think that people that have transgender issues have low self-esteem.
My God, you're missing my point.
No, it can't.
My point was, why not, instead of trying to make it into calling it a transgender bathroom, why don't we just say that there's some people out there that just want their privacy?
Or they have low self-esteem.
Oh my God.
You said it, Scotty. Do not try to change
I know I said it, but I probably should have said, I should have probably said 5 words before it to explain why I was going to that point.
Yeah. So
I yell at Stephanie about saying stuff wrong, and then I said it wrong.
We're all human, man. I know you don't.
I was just reading wrong this morning.
But it's like, how many guys?
This morning.
Okay, when you go to Chastain or Lakewood, and there's a trough. I mean, can you really think of how many guys that just refuse to pee standing next to somebody? I mean, we got the rule at the trough. You don't look down. You look at the cracks on the wall.
Travis was standing at one of the troughs at Lakewood, and a lady came up next to him and peed just like he was.
How can you do that?
We were at a Cher concert.
Alex says, I don't care. Alex says, I don't care if you stand up next to a man or a woman or somebody in between. If you just got to pee, you just stand up and pee. Basically, that's the summed up version.
That's kind of me. If I got to go, I peed right where I was standing in Lakewood. So.
I just look at it as, instead of us keep fighting over the transgender part of it, why don't we look at it on a bigger scale that there's just some people that want that little bit of privacy, man. Give them the privacy.
Are you talking about the people with the low self-esteem?
Oh, my God.
But, I grew up around
You're such a butt. I didn't mean it that quite of a way, but there's some people that just feel that they're inadequate or whatever, and they don't want to pee standing next to other people.
So they're inadequate and low self-esteem.
Mike, you're trying to twist it. I'm trying to put a human thought into this instead of it being, I don't want you peeing next to me because you're different.
I grew up at around Market Square.
No, they're different.
Oh my
God, they're different. They have low self-esteem.
You're so horrible.
Oh my God, Scotty.
North DeKalb Mall, and they had family restrooms back in the 80s.
Yeah,
they had a bathroom. It was called a family.
Yes,
restroom.
exactly.
So what is the?
That's what I'm getting at. Is there's already these family bathrooms?
Yeah.
So you can go to the low esteem.
You're horrible.
If you're having,
But I'm using the example of, I know back in school that we had some guys that were picked on all the time
because they were different.
Shut up. Yes, because they were different. And they didn't want to go into the bathroom when if the change of class was happening and we were all walking down the hallways, we would see who was going to the bathroom and we would go down to the next hallway and go to that bathroom because we didn't want to go into the bathroom with these guys.
Because they stunk.
Really?
Because we knew there was going to be a fight or we knew we were going to be picked on. We didn't go in that bathroom. Dude, in high school, I was a small dude in high school. It wasn't until I grew my hair out and become a violent person people leave me alone.
Well,
because once I started threatening to hurt people and blow up cars and become that guy, I was bullied.
Yeah.
So dude, I was what, 5'5", 140 pounds. Like if all of us were going down the hallway and we saw the bigger guys go into the bathroom, we would just walk down to the next hall. We were not going in that bathroom. So that's what I'm getting at is the people. I'm not trying to say low self-esteem in a negative way. I'm trying to say the people that already felt bad and felt bullied, let them have a place, and let's just quit calling it transgender. Just let them have a safe place to go to the bathroom and not label it as some stupid transgender crap. Just label it as humans.
I mean, there's a lot of businesses around here in Conyers that has
Jacob, low self-esteem, privacy complex. Y'all are a-holes for picking on my words. Maybe my words weren't correct, but I mean, does everybody get my point?
Yes, apparently you're homophobic.
Oh my God, this has nothing to do with that.
And
Mike.
apparently this homophobia started back in high school.
Oh my God.
Seriously, you wouldn't use the restroom with other guys?
You're not listening to my point.
Oh, I don't have low self-esteem, mister.
You're just not listening.
I'll pee right now.
My point was, if we knew the bullies were in this bathroom, we would go, because you don't know how Avondale High School was, but it was called first hall, second hall, third hall. And if you think of the shape of a capital E, that's how we had one hallway that joined them all three together, but then just breezeways between the others. If I was on my way to math class on third hall, or in this case, C hall, if I was on A hall and I needed to pee, now you're thinking A hole. I know, I saw your eyes light up. If I was on A hall, and that's also what was called senior hall, that's where the seniors' lockers were. If I was leaving my English class and I needed to pee, I would go to B hall or C hall because we didn't want to go into A hall. Mike, would you stop trying to turn this into being something worse than it is?
You just said you would go into A hall.
A hall, Mike.
And then you said English.
Okay, it's 10 o'clock. Let's get out of here.
It's A hall, B hall, and C hall.
I'm getting a haircut like the Supreme Ruler.
Oh my God. Jacob, I laughed so hard.
I am Korean. I have low self-esteem. And I'm a transgender.
And I gotta pee.
And I must pee.
And we got a transgender bathroom here.
I can't.
So listen.
I can't go pee during the break.
Stop.
I gotta wait and go during the show.
I need to ask you a question.
Okay, go ahead now.
If you're Chinese, you would have the name Kim, right?
Okay, I'm Korean.
Oh.
And now you made big assumptions.
So, that's racial profiling.
So you are so low self-esteem.
Kim would be.
You need to go to A hall.
So Kim would be Korean.
No, Kim is my wife. Her name's Kim.
My
Kim.
point is, if you were Korean and you would have the name Kim, it wouldn't matter what sexuality you were. If you're a boy and wanted to be a girl, you'd still keep the name Kim, right?
No, that's last name.
Well, in the military, they called you by your last name anyways.
In military, they call me Humpak. Humpak Kim. I live in A hall.
You're an idiot.
I have low self-esteem.
You are an idiot.
And people in wheelchairs scare me.
You're an idiot. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. You're an idiot.
But I am taking English.
You suck, jackass.
I got a C in Korean.
Oh my God.
I got A in English.
We're getting out of here because he has now made this go.
Speaking of English.
Awake finally.
He finally woke up. He's been here all morning and he just now woke up.
I speaking of English. I go to A hall now. Hello, DJs. Yoda, Scotty.
After all this, he just wakes up.
Oh man. Because I had to break the tension, dude. You were like killing it. You were seriously killing it. There were so many people that were texting me going, wow, your boss is
an idiot.
A transgender hater.
No, that is not what I'm saying.
He's insulting, 1% of the population.
No, but I was trying to present it in the same manner that I thought it was wrong to try to say that we were going to have a Black and Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. Well, can't we just have a regular Chamber of Commerce? Why do we have to isolate it by calling it one thing? So is a transgender bathroom only going to let transgenders go in there, or can the kid that gets bullied not go in there?
That was a double negative. And why did you bring up the Black and Hispanics?
Because I was proving the point.
God. How many people can you tell me, English guys?
Why does it have to be labeled at all?
I don't know. Why not just hallway? Why you gotta have a hall?
You're such an idiot.
A hall, B hall,
C hall.
low self-esteem hall.
You're an idiot.
You're different. You go to bathroom during class. You miss education. You get a C in English.
He just woke up. He's been here for 2 hours and he just woke up.
Don't
Where have you been all morning?
I
In the transgender bathroom.
I hate you sometimes. I swear to God, I hate you. It's amazing how the joke it'll manifest, and I'm purposely trying not to. My phone's even ringing. Okay, I'm not answering.
Oh my God!
Everybody knows I can't. Take
Here we
phone
go.
calls.
Alex going. Oh my God! Here we go again with the labels. Labels matter, and he capitalized the word matters.
Well, see, the thing about it is like
But that's my point. Why do we got to keep labeling it?
you're the one who's been labeling everybody today.
How did I
Blacks,
label it?
Hispanics,
No,
Koreans.
I didn't label it black and Hispanic. It was already labeled.
If
I'm
you're
pointing
Korean,
out why
is
does
your
it have
last
to be?
name Kim?
Oh, well,
yeah.
that was a
it's
joke.
okay.
I was trying to
Yeah.
ask you which one was that.
You know what? The Kim or Lee, right? So yeah, you.
Kimberly?
Yeah.
See, you never have to change your name,
Yeah. And then transgender, and then you said people suffering from low self-esteem.
dude.
That is such a slap in the face.
No, it's true. A lot of the guys that got bullied and picked on had low self-esteem because they were getting bullied and picked on all the time.
So you're saying that
And they didn't want to go pee in the bathroom where they had to worry about getting beat up on.
dude,
Like, I know guys
you
that
can't just call people low self-esteem.
shut up, I can too. It's just point blank, dude. We knew guys that would not pee during break and would wait till class and try to get a hall pass to go pee.
I used to go poop that way.
I know a guy named Gary, dude, that we used to watch get beat up all the time, and now I wish I would have defended him, but I would have got beat up too.
Dude, you didn't dive in there and help your friend?
I was a small guy too. I didn't want to get beat up at the time.
Dude, I weighed like 120 pounds.
I'm telling you, dude, it was like that back then.
Oh my God, you're not that much younger than me. Yeah, you defend your friends even if it meant a butt whooping.
No.
Yeah, that's why your friends have low self-esteem.
Oh my God. But I used to watch these cats, dude, that were so scared to get beat up. They wouldn't go to the bathroom on break.
Yeah.
They'd wait till class started and then beg for a hall pass to go pee.
Oh
And
my
a lot of the
God.
teachers, man, a lot of the teachers at Avondale knew who was getting beat up on, and they would they would tell the kids, yeah, man, because, I kind of know.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
I'm serious. I know I'm a freaking clown half the time, but
That's
That's-
the real world, dude.
that
We know
people couldn't
kids-
go to the bathroom.
Dude, we know a girl right now that is being bullied so bad at school that she doesn't go to school anymore. They told her she couldn't come to the school dance because they were afraid something was going to happen. So instead of sending the bullies home and telling the bullies that you can't come to the school dance because we're afraid you're going to beat up on this little girl, they tell the little girl, we think it's safer if you don't come.
Is she in high school?
It's middle school.
Middle school.
Yeah.
Which is a shame
Okay.
because now she's being.
And the county knows all about it.
Okay.
They've read all the emails,
Well,
the
why
Facebook,
don't,
everything. And the county's doing nothing about it.
I would be honored to escort her to the prom.
Oh, it's already been.
It's already
done.
come and gone.
Because I'm telling you, let somebody pick on a kid when I'm
But
around.
that's the point. That's what I was kind of getting at is the more I started watching all this stuff about the transgenders, the bathrooms, we try to pick and make fun of it. We make fun of everything that's happening that's in the news because everybody's taking everything way too serious.
You
The
are
problem
backpedaling.
is I started thinking about it over the last couple of days, and it's like, why are we going through all this to try to make this small group of people feel better? But yet we're letting the other 50% of the people that feel like crap get treated bad.
Yeah.
Yep.
Look, I'm going to say this.
Most of the
I
kids
don't
in high
care.
school are either bullies or bullied.
Well, I talked to my son about that, and he said if you even so much as think about bullying somebody.
But that's Loganville. That's what makes that area so
Well,
good.
yeah.
Yeah, because Rockdale.
Because my daughter moved from the Loganville schools to here, and then that's why we had to put her in private school.
Really.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is Loganville, dude, and it is very different. You go in those
Yeah.
schools. One, listen, I'm not.
I mean,
knocking-
Salem High is crazy, dude. There's so many people
Okay,
that's left Salem High
I heard some
because of
stuff.
all the stories.
Man, I heard some stuff about 2 weeks
Doc's
ago that will
daughter
rattle
had to
your
leave.
cage.
Yeah, but my daughter, my youngest daughter, we took her out of that school because of how she was getting bullied, and the teacher was allowing it. The teacher
Yeah.
watched it and allowed it.
Yeah, a teacher actually bullied my child
Yeah.
when she was in
So
school.
that
yeah.
school's all on its own.
Dude, I'm telling you, I heard some stuff that will rattle your
No.
cage about that school.
No, not at this
About
point in time.
Freaking gun running,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
drugs,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
prostitution.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my God, man. Okay, so yeah,
At 11:15
you're right.
yesterday, I'm standing outside with two Jehovah's Witnesses that come by and talk all the time. And we're watching the Fast and the Furious 17 happen as all
Yeah.
these cars come out of there
Yeah.
and they're all racing to get down the road. And we're watching them go around each other at 70 miles an hour. And I've notified everybody, right? Nope, nobody's doing nothing. Of course, Oz says, well, you ain't called the school yet. The teacher has nothing to do with what's happening on the street.
No, that
And
should be
the teacher's
county.
going to say that that's out of her hands. The principal's going to say that's out of my hands.
Yeah,
Yep.
Why are you even calling me? So
yeah.
should be the
Unfortunately,
They should have if it's happening, because the seniors are getting out earlier now because school's coming to an end, and if it's happening when they're getting let out, then there should be police officers.
Yep.
Sitting up there waiting.
Yep.
Just saying.
I can tell you this: out of everywhere I go on a daily basis, this is the road that concerns me the most.
Oh yeah. And you know, one thing I gotta say, and you know, big kudos out there to whoever it is that you're talking to about the buses, because when we first moved into the neighborhood where we live at now, the buses would fly up and down that street.
Don't they get paid by the hour,
dude,
I mean,
I got 5 in a 20-minute span between 550 and 610 that just boogie through here. Now they fly when they come around the curve, they let off the gas, they coast by me, and then they floor it again when they pass in the high school because they don't want me to catch any video of them.
can
Yeah,
I
these
borrow
people-
your speed gun?
Yeah.
Okay, my son-in-law's parents is having a similar problem in a different county, and I told them I thought I might be able to help.
Yep. I'm going to start doing some more running radar because they said that a couple of the buses that I sent video to, they're like, yeah, we checked them and they weren't speeding. Well, I'm like, okay, so it's time for me to start radaring again and posting videos of the buses speeding.
I'll come out there and sit with you too, because you can just sit in lawn chairs like between the
Yeah.
cars and talk.
Yeah.
And the weather's been
that's
really
right.
cool.
Been
so
really nice.
I'll do it with you if you want to
All
do
right,
it.
man.
I know one thing. When we leave my show on Wednesday nights, it's usually around 10 by the time we shut everything down and head home. Dude, man, I tell you what, if I don't know how people don't get killed other than the fact that everybody that walks around here, and there
They
is
know.
a sidewalk, they know.
They know to stay away from the curb.
I see people when people are hauling butt and scream, they get off the sidewalk and kind of go more into
somebody's
people's yards.
Yeah.
Well, when I was
hell
standing
is
there
that?
talking with the Jehovah's Witness yesterday, they both kind of died because they saw this little white car come flying by at 70 miles an hour. And it almost rear-ended this car. And we all leaned our heads around so we could see past this tree as we watched the car go in the left lane and almost hit an oncoming car coming around the curve. And the guy's passing this car on the curve. And they go, oh, my God, is it like this all the time? I went, yeah,
Every day.
every day.
Every day. Yeah, very dangerous out
And
here.
not one
Don't
thing
like
being
it.
done about it.
No.
Would gladly testify for you as a witness, whatever we need to do, because somebody's going to get whacked, man.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to get killed. Okay, you know where Oglesby
This
Bridge,
is a great place to
There's
live.
already been a death.
you know where Oglesby Bridge and Georgia 20 meet right there at Cross Point Christian Church
Yeah.
and the Sonic. Okay, that used to not be a light there.
Yeah, I remember when
Yeah.
it was just a stop sign. And
And-
holy cow.
Yeah, my at the time, Connie, my wife, was carrying Max. She was like 8 months pregnant and literally had the front end of her Maxima ripped off at that intersection.
Mhm.
And I remember talking to the police officer because he shows up at the hospital and he's wanting to talk to her. I'm like, dude, she's like 8.5 months pregnant. She's freaking traumatized. It was a brand new car. The car was only like a month old. And I said, she's just freaking out. She's crying. Why don't we leave her alone? I said, let me ask you a question. How many accidents have happened there? Because ever since I can remember, Oglesby Bridge pulling out right there because people were flying down George 20. And he said more than you could count probably.
Yeah.
They finally put a light up. So is that what we're waiting on, Scotty? I mean, are we waiting on a death?
Well, there's already been a death. We already had one of my neighbors get hit and lose her child. She was pregnant and lost her child due to that.
Now, I don't know if the speed breaker thing would help or another stop sign in there somewhere, but I can tell you by the time they come down that hill from the high school, by the time they get to the studio,
they're flying.
I would say 50. I would say at least 50.
I would say if you just wanted an average, I would say that's about right.
50
for
to
an average
55, yeah.
speed.
Or if they come from the middle school ways, they're flying.
I don't. You know what? I don't even. If I see headlights or a car at the top of that other hill, I don't pull out there.
Oh, I don't either.
Yeah, they're going so fast at that
All
point.
right, let's wrap this puppy up.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Everybody, have a good day. Just for fun. Tomorrow, Mike says he's going to be here a few minutes early.
He's gonna be here at 7.
That's never going to happen.
I don't know, man. It's starting to warm up. It's going to be like 80 today. It's the cool weather,
Does
man.
cool weather make you sleepy?
It does.
Oh, you're
I
such a
love it.
jerk.
Windows open. I'm naked.
So you...
threw you for a loop there, didn't
I
I?
was fixing.
I have low self-esteem. And I'm different.
That you are.
Yeah,
That you are. My
Hey, I hope
friend.
everybody knows we're just joking around. We're probably the most open people out there. We have a
Well, that and we find out what irritates you and we joke about it
yeah.
because we get a rise out of you and we get you listening and we get you either agreeing or disagreeing.
We love everybody.
It's when you take things too far and
Sinker.
yeah. It's when you take it too far, then of course we'll take it one step further. But anyways, it is what it is.
Yeah, because he's always right.
Yeah. Tuesday night. Hey, Tech Talk tonight with Xander Mack and Danny. I don't know the topics tonight, but it's Tech Talk, so they'll probably be talking politics. And religion.
Yeah. We might hear something about a computer, maybe.
Smart guy, smart girl.
Speaking
Great
of
show.
computer, Alex, picking up a MacBook Pro 15-inch with a i7 and
show off,
getting 4 more gigs of RAM put in it. So I have a total of 8 gigs of RAM put in that thing. Yeah, because I still got this Mac Mini over here I hadn't even changed over to yet. But that was my plan today, was to try to start using it.
Oh, whatever.
But I'm changing over to Macs completely.
Sure, you're
so.
not. Tomorrow night, The World According to Mike, with Military Mike. That guy is awesome. He's sexy, low self-esteem, and then his variable speed co-host. We got a little bit of a little format change with the show there. We're going to try to be a little bit more organized.
Who?
The World According to Mike.
Could you possibly eventually make an effort to just do that in life, so it's not just one show, that it might be everything that you do?
Okay, let's not get carried away. I am retired and I'm crazy. So, and I'm single. If there are any attractive women out there, I prefer to date younger than myself.
Yeah, because you're low self-esteem.
Yeah, and if
because a real woman probably ain't going to put up.
Well, I would like an attractive, intelligent woman, preferably one that's not broken,
or broke,
or well, I don't even care about that because money's not a big deal with me. I am a complete and utter romantic. Long walks on the beach.
The hell are we having friggin' date?
Well, I thought it was lowesteem.com.
Oh my God.
My phone's ringing again.
Is he? Hold on. I've got to do this real quick.
I am you know what? I'm pretty upset too with the other host on these shows. Everybody apparently has all these exceptionally good looking friends.
Look. I need you to start saying after look.
Okay.
Look at my hand. Look at when I do this, I want you to start saying all those things you just said. And welcome everybody. We are on the dating game where we're trying to hook up military /medicated /low confident Get a life, Mike. Mike, welcome to the show. What? Oh, there's the finger.
Oh my God! Did he not say wait until he pointed the finger?
But when I said welcome to the show,
No.
I figured once I said welcome.
No.
That was priceless. I hope all of you
You said
seen that.
not to say
Like
anything.
looking at him like
You pointed at me.
When have you
deer in
ever?
the headlights.
When have you ever really listened to me?
No, I
I just assumed when I gave you like welcome to the show.
Stephanie.
Hey, you were doing what you were told.
Thank you very much.
Oh my God! I just assumed, and that was actually the dating game theme song.
No,
I'm really surprised that when I said welcome to the show, you didn't just
No.
follow suit.
no, I pay attention in English
Oh
class.
my God, Mike! Oh my God!
Mhm. No, you're not blaming that on
I
me.
wanted you to do the whole
No,
spiel
You are
again.
not blaming that on me. You told me specifically,
God.
Scotty. You said
And you told him, look at my
Specifically.
finger. Look
Right.
at my finger. Wait till I do that.
yes, you
But
did.
Stephanie, when I said welcome to the show, I had to look at the board to turn the music down. I thought you would have just went ahead and gone.
No, I was waiting to be pointed
You're
at that.
supposed to
Oh
do
my
this.
God.
You were supposed to do that.
I had my right hand on the mouse doing something. My
I
left
don't
hand's over here trying to
I
do
don't
something.
care.
I don't have octopus arms.
Squeaky. I don't
Okay,
care what
we're
you
out of here. Everybody have a great
Have a
day.
good one, man.
Try not to be personally offended by everything.
Yeah, just the
Quit
stuff.
being a sourpuss.
We're not pointing at you, so don't talk.
Okay. Love you guys.
See ya.
Bye, y'all.
My ears are sweaty.
Mine too.
Oh, I gotta go potty. Oh, I'm sticking to the ball.
Good new hat. Are we still on YouTube?
Oh, sorry. I had an important message. Hey, bye, you guys. Stephanie,
No pooping.
that's not a transgender bathroom.
Bye.
That's not a transgender bathroom.
Transgender.
It's not set up and designed for rednecks either.
I heard.
Please wipe the Porta-John seat off. Last time you left hair. I don't know that you really pee in the toilet. You must hover because I found sprinkle marks everywhere. All right, bye, you guys. This is stupid. We're just trying to play.